welcome back. This is the return of the Dysfunctionals, the Brave Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
Hi, James's mum.
Indeed.
Hello.
Hi, James's mum.
Wow. Never gets old.
Wow.
That's great. Thank you.
No one's tired of this joke.
No one.
It's not a
It'll
joke.
never die.
It's not a joke.
It's not a joke.
What's dead may never die.
That's just what we call everyone who listens. We've established this multiple times.
Okay,
It's in the law. It is in the law.
It's
Welcome
just
back.
what we've always called them.
We it's actually becoming rarer and rarer that we actually play this game. The YouTube series goes up every Monday, and it's nearly caught up now actually, and because
Wow.
we need to get better at like making time for this. But we are here, and for goodness sake, let's roll some dice and play some D&D, guys.
Oh, man.
Yeah, dice.
Yeah, let's do it.
I can actually roll my dice.
I roll
Roll
natural
the
20
dice.
every time.
I have a surface. Because I
Okay.
moved.
It is currently in the world of Ufi, or the world of Sectera and the continent of Ufi, the 27th of Myrtle, year 2274. It is 6:30 a.m. You guys endured a tough day a couple days ago, defeating a giant incursion at one of the mining operations of Trinstone. Eirys, you discovered the mark of the Syndicate amidst the destroyed bodies of the dead there. You returned to the garrison to report the incident, but you found 3 griffins flying away with the unconscious body of the captain of the guard, Anya, cousin of your companion, Arthrin. You discovered that Mayor Plainstrode of Trinstone had, wittingly or unwittingly, employed the services of the Syndicate, and decided to make your way there for one reason or another. Before you left town, however, there were some gallivants, including acquiring provisions for the road, swindling the stables for horses, using sleep-inducing magic, and finding out more information about Plainstrode's family from his prison cell. You were also encouraged to keep a lookout for the Gnoll marauders who were still at large in the area, despite having been driven back from Trinstone several times now, the last time by some of you. Now, you awaken from your night's rest off the road in the meadows of the Ufi Plains. Having chosen to camp away from the immediately accessible location near the road, and having still almost been discovered by the Gnolls patrolling in the area, you are aware of softly rising smoke immediately east of your current location, directly towards the Trine Mountain Range. Your eyes open. There's a slight smell of damp earth and leaves in the air, and your eyes acclimatized to the light breaking through on the rises in the east, sets in the west. Yeah, so the light is just coming over the mountains.
Into a
to the
tree.
east. Yeah.
I have a question.
What's your question?
How heavily forested is this area in general? You mentioned trees last time. I assume
Yeah.
it's pretty forested.
It's a small copse. It's really not that big. It might be.
I mean the whole
40.
area we're in. Are there like trees or is it mostly plains?
It's mostly fields dotted by natural hedgerows, and where you're currently camping is where a bunch of hedges have all convened into one space. There are trees around in a space that's roughly 40 feet across at the very most. So there isn't a wood per se, but there's the odd kind of clump of copses of trees around.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. What would you guys like to do?
I wake up. Wake up.
Yep.
I'll be awake.
Wake up.
I might yell.
No judge.
That seems typical.
Brüz would have been up at the crack of dawn.
Yeah.
He would have wandered off to a tree nearby.
Okay.
Said good morning to the tree in his usual fashion by any chance?
Yeah. All right. Arthrin's going to wake up. He's going to pack away. He'll stamp out the last smouldering embers of the small fire we built last night. Ready to go whenever you want.
I use. Which one is it? Is it that one or is it that one?
Oh, it depends. Which one do you want to do?
It's prestidigitation to relight the fire after he puts it out, just to piss him off.
You relight the fire, and Arthrin stamps it out. He turns away, and just as out of the corner of his eye, just he turns his head back. He's gonna make a check to see if he can figure that out. Natural one. He goes back over and stamps on it again.
It's thaumaturgy. It's
prestidigitation to turn it on again.
He as his foot comes up, the fire.
Handed.
Yeah. Okay. He's not looking out for it, so
Sweet.
I'm gonna say there's no roll necessary. He's just confused by the fact the fire's coming on. It's like, hey, Kyro, Eirys, anybody? Like, this fire isn't going out.
What?
This fire isn't going out.
will cast thaumaturgy and put it out.
Why don't you just... Oh, yeah.
Thaumaturgy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
It allows him to extinguish and light candles and lanterns and such and talk.
We'll say that.
Prestidigitation also does that.
And
Yeah.
yeah, same, basically the same thing. You should have both. Actually.
I do have both.
Yeah.
It didn't matter which one I chose.
Doubling up on this.
There you go. Small fires.
Brüz sees it, puts it out, going, "That's not safe.
I know.
Careful."
I know. We need to look after the trees, man.
Like, after a couple of seconds, after it goes out, I just relight it, like, ending birthday candles.
Are you seeing this? This fire is coming back. Is there like some magic in the air or something?
Brüz goes, the little Katsuri goes,
If
"That's
there is,
strange."
maybe you
And
shouldn't
casts
bother
them
it.
again to put.
Yeah.
So
It's
Brüz is
almost
now
as
like
if
snuffing
it's
it out with
relighting
thaumaturgy.
itself through some mysterious means.
Very. That's true. I mean, he's going to take a look around. If you want to roll a side
I'm
Brüz,
trying to give
yeah,
him
you
a
can.
hint.
Yeah. He kind of looks around.
Oh, natural 19, sleight of hand is +4, so 23.
He has
I
no
got
idea.
a-
He's not seeing this. He's not. Seeing
I got a
this.
24 perception.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna wave my hand mysteriously.
And I'm like, don't be mean.
What do you mean?
Brüz hasn't noticed and is still a little bit concerned about the magic fire, and is sort of like peering closely at it
Yeah.
with his hand at the ready to cast thaumaturgy again to put it out. Ooh, this is troubling. We must be careful.
We can't leave here where the fire is still like lit, right? We need to put it out.
I mean, we
No,
could.
it's out. It's out now.
Okay.
It's out. Now.
It's out now. It's out now. Okay.
Yes. I just put it out.
Okay.
I relight it one more time.
See what? What the fuck's going on?
Is it? I mean, like, in order for
Here,
you
I
to
just-
cast that spell, you've got to like.
I'm just
Are
gonna
there like
cover it with
somatic or
Hey.
verbal components?
Hey,
to
I
that?
just cover it with dirt because you can't light dirt on fire. You can't light
That's true.
flammable stuff on fire, so I just
Yeah.
cover it in dirt.
Yeah, no, it has to be a
Yeah.
tinder ready thing.
Yep.
You can't just
Arthrin,
start fires without something.
this is how you put out a fire. We're ready to go now.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a clever way of doing it.
That's true. Yeah.
I've not needed to bother normally. Brüz like snaps his fingers a couple of times just to make sure he's feeling okay. He's like, no, I don't feel okay. That usually works.
Right. Okay.
Maybe it was just extra flammable wood. Anyway, let's go.
Which way are we going towards the smoke we saw last night, or?
It depends on if we want to try to attack gnomes in the middle of the day in the middle of the field.
Attack no.
Why are we tracking gnomes?
Oh, gnolls, whatever.
I'd say they're
There is
vastly
quite a
different.
big difference.
Either way, you don't want to
Attack
attack
the
them in the middle of the day in the plains.
Please.
Probably.
Please don't attack the gnome. I mean, we can go and check it out, right? There's no harm in checking it out.
Oh, I'd
Me.
love to go and look.
considering that
only met
this area
one
is
Gnoll.
mostly open plains, the harm would be they see you and attack you all at once.
Hmm.
Probably want to act on them before they were to do it on us.
I'd
Yeah.
rather not us all
Well,
be
yes, if the
attacked at once.
concern is that these Gnolls are causing trouble in the area,
Hmm.
you definitely want to get information out
Hmm.
their what do you call it? When the animals burrow into the ground. Or
Plus,
burrow, to
we
see what their
did-
burrow looks like.
Yes.
We did also say that we were going to help out with that if we could, and me and my brother don't have much going for us vis-a-vis people trusting us, so I'd really rather keep any sense of trust that we could have gained from that village. If we go around
Oh,
going
yes.
back on our word, that's not going to look very good.
That's true.
Well, we've also got that poor lady to try and find.
That too.
Arthrin's cousin? Is it your cousin, Arthrin?
Yeah. I mean,
Well, we're already on the way to do that.
I don't mind just checking out this campfire, but we probably should get a move on before too long.
True.
Oh yes, best set off before the sun gets too high.
Yeah.
While
So,
there are
can
still
we
shadows to hide it.
This is out of character.
Yeah.
DM.
Sure. Yeah.
So you're saying we can see smoke, right? And it's mostly flat plains? Is that right?
Yeah. That you can see.
Open ground? So can we actually see, like, a camp in the distance? Like, numbers or anything?
Make a perception check.
Alright. If it's flat and open, we might be able to see something. Where's my... There it is. I don't see. I got a 6. It's very bright outside, and I hate it.
Your drow eyes struggle to acclimatize to the light that's coming over the top of the mountains, but also on top of that, you walked a number of miles off of the main road.
It's very far away. Yeah.
So you are aware of the general direction, and there is still some smoke rising, but it's very, very distant. It will take you, maybe even an hour or two to get to where you believe it to be before you could get a better gauge. So we'll say you guys pack up and make your way over. Following the direction of this natural hedgerow, this little ditch, it takes you about a few hundred yards before you reach the edge of an adjacent field. You walk across, the morning wind is whipping across the dewy, long grass. Arthrin gets a bead in his eye, and you guys walk on for about an hour or so before you rejoin the main road. A little bit further along, so you've taken basically two sides of a triangle to get off of the road and then back on again. And then at this point, you've got a more clear idea that if you were to continue on in the rough approximate direction that you're walking across the road and onto the other side, you'd probably find whatever campsite this is. Those of you who saw the Gnolls last night, I mean, you're able to deduce 2 and 2 together. It's likely to be wherever these Gnolls are camped, because wherever they are, then they're nearby. And you know
Is
that
the smoke still going up from their fire?
it is, but it's very, very gentle. It's drifting. It's the
okay.
rising smoke of a dying fire as opposed to a blazing lit fire. What would you guys like to do?
Who here knows
If
anything
we're
about?
Should we
don't
take
know
it
if
in
they're
turns?
Because
not-
you spoke and I lost it.
I want to roll knowledge on Gnolls.
I mean, if you guys, someone's gone.
Oh no.
I'm back.
Okay.
I lost everybody's hearing as soon as everybody spoke. I couldn't hear anyone.
All right.
And I'm back.
All right.
What the hell just happened? Sorry.
Not sure. Never
I
mind.
I disappeared then.
Okay.
I disconnected too.
Oh,
like because I couldn't hear anyone, so I reconnected.
I've read books, some of esoteric natures, I'm sure. I could have maybe randomly.
I'll let you
learned
roll. I'll let you roll
something.
a nature check with disadvantage because you haven't been on the surface that long. Eirys, you can roll
Sure.
a straight nature check if you like.
Brüz and Yell, Eirys said, "Who knows anything about? Does anyone know if they're nocturnal?"
I do know
Well-
that they do work well in the dark.
Natural 9.
They do have
That's sad.
pretty good ability to see in the dark.
I got a 20, but then I rolled a 5.
There you go.
I've only ever met one Gnoll, and he was a very good cook.
Stove, wasn't it?
Yes,
Could you
yes,
see
Stove.
in the dark?
They
Was
do have
Stove
dark vision,
nocturnal?
Well, I did meet him at night, and he was awake. So, I mean, I suppose that is an indicator of nocturnal behavior.
I've been awake during the day
And
before.
I'm definitely not diurnal.
Well,
Shrug?
I mean, Stove did seem to be fairly awake
So
We'll just
either-
assume they can see well in the
until he
dark.
passed out.
So either Stove is nocturnal, or he's just
He was
he
just
doesn't
up.
he just doesn't remember to sleep.
Did the
well-
gnolls attack us during the day out of, like, last time with the wall?
Did last time, yeah.
They
They
did,
attacked
yeah.
us in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
Shortly
think we
after.
should make any assumptions about gnolls. We should be prepared for whatever we find.
So
Hmm.
what we're saying is we have no clue what a regular Gnoll is like.
No,
Um, I mean,
Not a regular no.
not a regular
Definitely not a
Gnoll.
regular Gnoll.
Yell, you know that your last encounter, and I think perhaps your only encounter with gnolls was in the attack on Trinstone some weeks before now. And you know that they are mortal. They are capable of... They can be killed.
He can be killed.
You were able to do so
If
with your
you-
magic with
I mean,
quite
that's
some
comforting.
effectiveness.
If you stab them enough times, they will bleed and die.
If you stab them, if you use magic, if you use fists, if you use anything.
I cast Fist.
Are you a muscle wizard?
Who are you casting it on, Joril?
No, I'm kidding.
Ah,
Are you a monk?
No, I cast Fist in the air because I'm stretching.
okay.
You know, just to make sure I'm limber.
Get hyped.
The cantrip fist.
The cool spring air fills your lungs, and you are...
Alright, so our plan is we're gonna just walk until we find some gnolls and then get in a fight with them. Is that right? Is that what
I
we're
think
doing?
so. Let's do that.
We might-
Everyone wants
we
to
might
do
like to
that.
try and,
That's
like,
what we're doing. Okay.
Find them deliberately as opposed to stumble upon them.
Yeah, let's
Well,
try
I
to
mean-
sneak up on them if we can.
I mean, sure, but we don't. Alright,
So
If
you
They're
guys
we
able
stealth.
to stay amongst the trees.
we don't have those at the point.
If you
Bless you, Ella.
if you guys
Wish they were
wanted to make a group stealth check, go ahead.
On the plains? Okay.
Everyone make a stealth
Wait,
check.
are there tall? Is there tall grass?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, let me do a description here.
We'll
The-
just walk about
That'd be
carefully.
great.
There's
Where's
actually
my thing?
actually Kyro, if you take point, make a perception check as you're going as well.
Don't make me do this.
Brüz got an un-20.
Okay.
Eris, you're
An
leading us,
un-20?
please.
Un-20. So
Okay,
not
I got-
not a nat 20, but an un-20.
I
Okay.
got 26 for stealth.
Okay. Yeah.
For
Where's the rest of the
perception,
dice?
18. 1-8.
So, Eirys, you take a look on the other side of the main road. This kind of worn, natural dirt track that leads along the side of the mountain. The mountain looms up ahead of you on the other side of the road. And actually, you notice a few yards to the right of where you're standing, on the other side of the road, is something that appears to be tracks of some description, or just a sort of beaten off path that goes off of the road, heading down this raised sort of road, down a small ditch, and into an adjacent field. And actually, as you follow where you imagine you see some evidence of disturbance in the grasses, you see some, you kind of go by guesswork elsewhere and follow it to another one of those small copse of trees that dot this landscape. So you decide to follow that. So it's unnatural 20 from Brüz. Ella, what's your roll? Stealth check?
Oh, I've got 14.
14, okay. Eirys was crazy rogue OP broken. Yell, what was yours?
15.
15.
I like my new dice.
Kyro
It's rolling good.
20.
and Arthrin rolled. Arthrin rolled
I thought that was a
23. Okay.
perception roll.
It was stealth, but then because Eirys was in front, she's doing a perception check as well. So as a whole,
I rolled a 10.
oh, excuse me, yeah. The lowest is a 10. Everybody's getting in like the 20s, mid-teens. So on average, you guys are actually able to keep yourself pretty quiet. There's a couple of moments where, Kyro, you tap Joril on the shoulder as you're going, just to make him aware of where his feet are falling, to prevent like much ancillary noise. You guys make your way to the center of the copse of trees, and Eirys, on that perception roll. Actually, can I get a marching order?
I have
Eirys is
a
on-
question.
Yeah.
Eirys is on point. I'm
Like,
probably up
Do
front.
me and Kyro know Drow silent?
Yeah. I mean, pretty much all Drow know that.
Okay, so
I'm pretty sure.
we're able to like do like a basic, like almost like a SWAT team sign language
It's
if we need
similar to Rogues Can't, yeah.
to. Yeah, but it's usually for things like
But with your
wait,
hands.
there's enemies ahead, stop, go, that
Mhm,
kind of thing.
Right.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to say that you guys are mostly able to communicate with each other simple things to that effect anyway, because you
Yeah.
guys have been traveling with
Most
each other for
people
quite a
can.
while. Yeah. But yes, you guys make your way and you see into the copse of trees. Eirys, you see for the first time in a while, on roll 20.
Is there shade?
Yeah, there are some areas of trees here. I've marked them in green that are casting some basic shade. The shade is coming towards where you're currently stood because the sun is
Cool,
shining
so
from
I
the other
can see. Good.
side. Yeah, I'm going to say that there's still a shadow that's predominantly made by the mountain because the sun is
Cool.
still relatively low in the sky.
Yay.
So yeah, it's lit, but it's not bright sunlight.
It's not too lit.
You guys can see ahead, Eirys, into the clearing, and there's a number of, indeed, gnolls. And they are currently chewing on assorted bones of small wildlife that they've cooked over the fire last night, and they're snacking on them now. There's a larger one quite far away from you, brandishing a large glaive, who kind of looks... He stands roughly a head over the already tall and muscular forms of these gnolls, in a position of something of authority, I suppose. What would you guys like to do?
Well, before we
informed of
attack,
this?
we could do any setup.
Does
Are we told
everyone
about
see
this?
them? Because if not, I like gesture.
We can move
we want to
into
do a stealth
positions if
approach.
we
I
want.
can cast Pass Without Trace and give us all a bit of a boost there.
I
Okay.
can
wanna
cast
do that.
invisibility on one person.
I will stealth
Get
up to
right
this
up behind
tree.
someone.
I can,
Okay.
if necessary, I can cast Longstrider at a higher spell level, and I can have it go on 2 people. So
Okay.
One of them I'll probably put on Kyro. Is there anyone else that would really benefit from having extra movement?
Ella, perhaps.
Okay, sure, Ella then.
For
Okay.
all our sake, I think it should be Ella.
Just in case.
Okay.
Alright, so we
We
can
need
get into
Yappinator.
position and then attack. So where would be good? Do we want to come in from different sides or?
If I may, Eirys would like to be up here.
Okay.
Who am I making invisible?
Well, my spell only helps those within
30 feet.
I think it's 20,
30
30
Hey,
feet.
yo.
of me,
30 feet of you, yeah.
Yo,
Yo.
But
you
I
do
can.
magic.
So,
Indeed I do.
Would any of your
as
spells
we're
be
getting
good for
ready-
getting groups of them?
Brüz walks over to Ella, leans down and touches his hand on her shoulder and says, "We'll do our best to keep you quiet now, won't we?" And casts Blessing of the Trickster, which gives her an advantage on her stealth checks for an hour.
Very nice.
Wow. So that undoes the disadvantage imposed by the heavy armor.
Very nice.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah.
In terms of groups of them, I can do it in a 10-foot radius at distance, and a 15-foot cube when I'm right next to them.
Eirys, what was your stealth check?
Stealth was.
So I guess
I
we
would put it
could
was 23 or 26.
Okay. As you sneak along to go in the shadow of one of the large tree trunks, and you sweep inside, there's one gnoll creeps across to another, and tries to grab the bone that's lying adjacent to him. It turns, it grabs it back. They start
I'm gonna
fighting.
move this.
The pack
Gross.
lord steps forward.
Alright, well.
They appear to be
Barbie.
distracted by their
Good. Good.
Alright.
Good. Let's get them now while they're
Okay.
bickering.
they're
Brüz is
close
going to
together.
move down to
I think
the.
that means we get
Now it's a surprise round. We all get a surprise round. Off we go.
Brüz wants to move down the bottom towards. Let me just go. Can I move him down to here?
Okay.
Just going to hide down here.
Okay.
And when we're ready, just because Brüz likes doing this sort of stuff, he's going to cast his duplicitous self just in the entry on the northeast side. If we're looking at this as a north-facing map.
Yeah.
Where's my little ping thing? How do I do that again?
Yeah, yours probably.
Yell is going to cast invisibility on himself,
Okay.
so I will disappear,
Oh, cool.
and then
I'm right out of
I'll
range.
use
Yeah.
my 30 feet of movement
Yep.
to get over there. 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. Kyro, did you make a stealth check as you were approaching there?
I certainly can.
Please do. What was it?
I got a 25.
Yeah, they're too distracted.
I'm just gonna hang out here and I'm gonna let Yell do magical things and then I'm gonna attack them.
So
basically.
what I'll do is I'll say from this position, everyone's gonna roll initiative, take a surprise round, and then if the gnolls are still alive, we'll go into combat. So roll initiative.
All right.
Oh. What is my initiative bonus? It's +2. That's a good old 19.
Mine's an 18. How convenient.
Good. Means I can run right up into the middle of them and blow them
Perfect.
up.
And I don't have to
Rude.
drop in turn order. I can just stay where I am.
Brüz got 13.
Yeah, I believe you can input your initiative rolls yourself, which is pretty
Ooh.
useful.
Can indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't forget to hit that descending order as well.
Roll initiative.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, do the thing.
Arthrin rolls a.
That's not the best initiative, but
We're doing combat.
Arthur, you better not have got a 21 and hack this up for us.
Okay.
Good, Arthur. Good.
All right. Joril, what was your roll?
One moment. I rolled a 5 plus 4, which is 9.
9.
So
9.
Hey.
So from your
we're
positions,
going down that route then.
from your positions, then, don't forget, Joril, you've used a spell, as has Yell. It's your turn, Yell. What are you going to do?
I am going to walk my way downtown.
Making your way downtown, moving fast.
So yeah, you Longstrider people, remember that you've got that.
Yeah, I've marked it on you guys within lightning. So consider yourself with 10 more feet of movement.
Consider moving
Mm.
from my.
Okay, so I can only get 3, so that's fine. And then I will drop my invisibility to cast Thunderwave at 2nd level, hitting the big guy and the 2 that are fighting.
Okay. They are going to roll con saves then.
They indeed are.
Right.
Is that going to extinguish the fire?
The fire is nearly dead anyway. It's yeah.
not.
Okay. Gnolls don't have any con bonus. It's a 16 and a 7.
1 succeeds, 1 fails.
And the chieftain is a 6.
Also fails.
So let's say the ones that are closest to you fail, and the one that's furthest away from you here, this one succeeds.
I thought you said the chieftain failed.
Yes, it did. So these 2 fail. This one here, and this one
Yeah,
here.
I can't get the one furthest from me behind the chieftain.
Okay, but this one, yeah?
How do I ping? So I can get the chieftain, and I can get those 2.
Yeah, okay. So this one that I'm marking here.
I'm not seeing your mark.
Oh, that's weird.
The top left one.
This top left
I'm
one.
seeing it.
That's very strange. Anyway, you
Okay. Oh, my connection to the server has been interrupted. I will refresh.
Okay.
Nah.
But roll the damage. Roll the damage. Roll the damage.
Just roll the dice.
11 plus 6 is 17.
17 points of damage halved to 8 because okay. So let me pop that on. 17. 17. That's good. What am I looking at? Yeah, here we are. Let's put on some attack music. So yeah, these 2 fly backwards 10 feet each, having been blasted by the.
Oh yeah, I forgot it does that.
Yeah.
Wait, is that Thunderwave? Yes, it is.
Oh, good. I can still get him.
These 2 are now prone on the ground, badly wounded, their bodies crackling with the arcane energy as you run up in your invisible form, jump, hit the ground. There's an explosion of sparks that hits those gnolls. Their feud over their food is temporarily at an end, and that's your action.
And for my bonus action.
Yeah.
My bonus action. I would like to grin at them. And I would like to rage.
There we go.
Nah.
The rage takes hold.
Hooray!
And the Bardbarian.
Come and hit me.
The Bardbarian is back in the building. Kyro, it is you.
Alright, so I would like to move over here. And I would
it.
like to attack the big one with
Okay.
my sword.
Do it.
Alright.
Do it. Kill him.
Well, how's a 24?
24 hits.
Hooray!
Would you
Now,
believe
for criticals, are we doubling the damage dice, or are we just doubling the total of the dice?
The dice is doubled, and then add your modifiers.
Okay, I'll do this separately. Hold on a second.
Roll
while I
your
look
dice
up.
first, and then
Yeah. Alright,
your-
so it's d6 twice. Okay.
Ah, it's nice to be playing D&D again.
Plus, I believe. Yep. 5.
I need to get my little tokens that I got so I can put
And then I
someone
need
that
to
I'm raging.
also roll my
Just create a
stick
5-foot
attack,
aura
don't I?
for yourself.
Yeah, totally.
I've got those little mini tokens that you put on minis that tell you the statuses.
Oh, that's so cool.
Ah,
So like I could just have those. Like, I'm very tempted for the game I DM to just have a bunch of minis in front of me so that I can remember when people are concentrating or raging.
Yeah, totally.
Just put those on and be like, con save.
What's the damage, Kyro?
I'm rolling it.
Over
Okay,
9,000.
Here it is. It would be 26 damage
Holy crap, okay.
On the big guy.
Yeah, do you know what? Let me just check
Believe
this,
that's
but
correct.
26 in total.
Yep,
Okay, 17.
on that
37.
on that chief guy.
Do you know what? You run up and you rush past the Gnoll that's turned to see Yell, kind of raging and screaming. And while that Gnoll is distracted, you jump and you impale the chieftain on the ground with your blade. It sinks deep into his chest. He goes and coughs out a stream of black ichor. And as you withdraw the blade, he's still breathing. He's still alive.
All right, I'll hit him again.
Go for it. Roll with advantage.
Do it again.
15. Does that hit?
15 just hits. Roll damage.
Very good. Okay. And that's also doubled. Equipment. There we go. So it's a D8.
Clearly.
Okay.
Live up to my virtue name somehow.
8 damage.
Yeah, as it looks, its eyes widen and it coughs out blood, and you see that it isn't dead, so you just grab the other blade and cut over it, open its throat, and leave it lying in the ground. Chieftain down.
Sweet.
Okay,
Booyah.
That was easy.
Arthrin.
I'm scared.
5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to...
Keep an eye on it. It might come back to life.
He's rogue level 1.
We can toss him in the fire after.
He's going to make a stealth check to hide behind that tree. He rolls nat 17. His stealth's pretty good now, isn't it? Oh, it's up 21. The Gnoll doesn't see him. He's going to fire at the Gnoll that's still standing. With advantage because it's from a hidden position. Ooh, okay. Armor class 15. Arthrin's to hit with a longbow is +6. It hits. It's a D8 with the bow. It's D8 because it's already wounded, and it's sneak attack, so it's 2d6.
Was it 2d6 for him now?
Sneak attack for a rogue is 2d6, isn't it?
It's 1d6 at level 1.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Yarr.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll reroll.
And you did not sneak.
My my D&D bookshelf fell over.
6, 10, 11. Wow, what on earth is going on over there?
Some
It's
Foley
like
work.
running a tat shop and it's just like rings and gyros and everything just going everywhere.
So on my desk I have some bookends so I can easily access my D&D books. However, that fell over. And they're metal
Not
bookends.
sufficiently stable.
Oh no. Yeah. So Arthrin stealths into the trees. He lets go with an arrow. It lends itself into the knoll that's closest to Yell, and it's still alive. He finishes his turn. Ella.
Okay.
It is your turn.
I'm gonna move my 35 feet that way.
Super speedy gnome.
That Gnoll doesn't even know his boss is dead.
Off I go.
Doing.
Okay. Okay. Ba-ding. Okay, and then is there a down? Is it that one?
That one's on the ground. Yes.
That one's on the ground. Okay.
This one's on the ground. This one's standing
That
up and
one's
has
on the-
just taken an arrow from Arthrin.
Okay, are you in memory?
That one down next to Kyro is
Cool.
who I'm lining up on.
Okay, I am going to attack the one that Arthrin's just attacked.
Okay, this one here.
And do
Doo-doo.
Toll the Dead.
Toll the dead! It's a wisdom save!
Toll the Dead.
He rolls a 13. What's your DC?
Oh, it's 13.
The Gnoll succeeds. There's a tremendous clanging in the air as you raise your hand and recite the incantation, but it doesn't seem to have had any effect. He seems so stunned by the arrow sticking out of his chest that he's not affected by the magic. Do you want to do anything else?
No, I'm just going to stay there.
Brüz.
Brüz is going to cast Thorn Whip on that one next to Kyro.
Okay.
So
Remind me.
it's an attack roll +7. Let me just roll.
Go for it.
So +7, so 17.
That hits. Roll the damage
That
or
hits.
whatever you'd like.
So it is 2d6 damage. Where my d6s at? Yes, that's a 6 and a 5. So 11.
Holy crap.
11
okay.
damages.
Yep.
And this is the fun part,
Ooh.
the creature, if he is large or smaller, is pulled 10 feet towards Brüz,
Okay.
thus giving Kyro an opportunity.
Attack of
to attack
opportunity.
as,
I'll take
leaves,
it.
Leaves melee range. Yep.
Alright.
I'm gonna veto that because attacks of opportunity work on targets that have willingly left the caster's control or the control of the.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No,
If
it's
it's-
just
if
when
it's-
they
One of the fun
exit
things
your
about
range.
this.
If it's an unwilling effect of a spell, for instance, then the attack of opportunity doesn't happen.
Alright.
Okay.
Y'all can look it up.
But yeah, this the damage. Took
Yeah.
the damage, and then he gets pulled towards Brüz.
yeah,
And then
he'll be considered restrained, I guess, right?
no, he's just sort of like reefed in that direction.
Oh, okay.
He's not bound or anything at the end of it. It's basically just sort of grabs him and sort of reefs him off, and then see, Brüz is going to play.
Sorry, did you
fell
cast
over again.
did you cast your familiar? Sorry, your
No. So as soon as that chieftain went down, Brüz is like, oh, well, I don't need to start them with all the fun stuff now.
Yeah.
And so he cast Thorn Whip instead, and he's going to move. Oh, I can move myself. I just need to
You can.
select the right thing. If I select the thing, I can then go, and then Brüz makes a little run off over here,
Okay.
and what was my bonus
right.
action? I had one of those, I'm sure. Bonus action. Oh, no, that's fine. Nobody's been hurt.
No.
No.
Nope.
Nope, the Gnolls haven't had their turn yet.
Okay, shall we say that's it?
Well then, that is it.
All right, Eirys.
Brüz is stopped.
I'm gonna shoot an arrow at that one.
Okay. He's just been poked with an arrow from Arthrin. You'll do
I'm
the same.
slapped.
You are undetected because you were stealthing, correct?
So I get advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah!
I was like D&D so like
Advantage, man!
Yeah!
Rogues.
And if
man.
you hit, you can
so
use your
much
sneak
better. That went
attack.
from a 2 to a 17. And then plus my thing, which is plus 7, 24.
Roll the
to hit.
damage. Don't forget your
You
sneak
can roll
attack.
sneak attack.
Yeah.
Okay. So 1d6. And then
However many d6 you get for your roll. 3d6, I think, for 5th level.
I think it's 3. I was just gonna check.
Rogues
I
man.
believe it's 2 at 3rd level and then a 3 at 5th level.
Yeah, if my okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Go. 5, 5, 40, 10, 16, And 16 plus 4.
Okay. So yeah, you shoot it straight in the head. The arrow wedges in. First of all, the Gnoll gets hit in the chest by Arthrin, and then a second arrow from behind it goes comes through the skull and pokes out one of its eyes. The head impales the eyeball, and it collapses to the ground.
Fun.
Yay! Fun with friends.
Anything else from you?
Yes, please. That didn't use a bonus action. I would like to. I'm going to move to here, and I'm going to hide behind this tree instead.
Make a stealth
Which is
check.
actually a roll. Okay, not crazy bad. Stealth. Oh, 21. But stealth, I'm really good at.
Okay. Yeah. You believe
You
yourself
say
to.
forgot stuff you're really good at.
You believe yourself
plus
to be
10.
hidden.
A rogue who's not good at stealth.
Okay, and that's me done. I'm good. Thank you.
Make that
Okay.
character now.
The next turn on this surprise round, which is taking them by surprise, would you believe it, is Joril. What are you going to do?
Huh. I'm probably just gonna shoot at them with my arrows, because
Roll the hit, man.
that's
The
the
one-
best thing I can do right now.
Just before you go, you can see in front of you a Gnoll that's lying on the ground. You'd have disadvantage to hit it if you were to try and shoot it. If you try
Okay,
and move
nah.
around, you might be able to see the other one that's currently standing.
All right, I'll maneuver myself in such a way that I can shoot at the one that's standing.
Do you want
Try
to
to
do
get
that?
in those trees, I guess.
Like, I don't want to get closer. I just want to maneuver.
Okay. You can
Does
go.
that make sense?
I mean, I can.
Here.
Yeah, hang on. Oh man, this has been a while since.
You can
I've
go
watched.
here.
Can
Like
do.
over there?
Yeah.
Yep, you can do.
Right here?
Now you
And
can
then-
hit whoever.
As you run under the cover of that tree, you can see the
It's
the
safe
current
enough.
Gnoll.
You're next to the healer.
Brüz has just whipped it and is running around
Safest
the
place to
outside.
be.
Okay.
With a bunch of friends, and one of them's a healer, and very fast.
Yeah. Roll to hit.
All right. Okay, that's not as good as I would have hoped, but
You have advantage because they're surprised.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Do I?
Not since he got hit with the whip, I think.
Ah, okay.
What was the roll?
Hold on. Plus things.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's a 13.
13.
13. So you raise your bow, you fire, and just to the right. And actually, Brüz, from where you're standing, an arrow just streaks towards you and goes right past you as well.
And I go, sorry,
Who shot that?
sorry.
Careful. It's all right. I'm okay.
That's your movement. That's your action.
Alright.
Any bonus action?
No, I think
I
we're
don't
done.
think I have
We're done.
anything that
We're
I
good.
could use.
Okay. The Gnolls have rolled, oh my goodness, an 8 on their initiative.
Fantastic.
So the Gnolls
Lovely.
will go
Dead
dead last.
I'm just-
So you all get another turn, such as their stunned state. Yell.
Ah! And I'm going to go charge in and slam down on the one that's on the floor
Go for it. Roll with advantage.
with
as well.
advantage.
He is lying down.
The fact that
Yeah.
we killed the chieftain pretty much straight away.
Yeah.
Thank you, advantage.
I mean,
That's the way you do it.
That's who you go
Kevin!
for first, right?
Natural 20.
Captain Kevin.
That or a
yeah.
magician.
Oh,
Roll the dice. Roll
And
the
I-
dice.
Which flourish should I give this? Let's do defensive because
Yeah.
actually, let's do mobile flourish.
Oh, someone wants to move.
I do indeed.
Or phone a friend.
He wants to move it, move it.
So I double the value of the dice.
That sounded like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He wants to move it, move it.
He wants to move it, move it.
I'd get to the chopper!
Move it to the chopper.
Oh, he's not surprising him.
Tell me the damage! God damn it!
31 points of slashing.
Oh my god!
Barbarians, man.
You run up, you jump, you swing down and cleave it
33,
in.
I'm raging.
You cleave it in two, and you look around, and you're invigorated and can take. Mobile Flourish is your full movement speed again, isn't it?
Mobile flourish. Plus the number I rolled. I rolled a 6 on it.
Oh, jeez. So what? What? I don't know what that means.
So that's you can move up to 5 feet plus the number you roll. Wait, what? Hang on.
Like 11 feet.
Your walking speed increases by 10 feet until the end of your turn. Sorry. If a weapon attack hits, you can spend 1 bardic inspiration to add the damage. Well, you can also push the target up to 5 feet plus the number rolled. So also, I could cleave it in half, lift the sword up, and throw it behind me 11 foot.
Yep.
Which I'm gonna do.
So a body just comes skidding and sliding to Eirys's feet, and she's just like,
Yep.
Yep.
Brüz.
You have a further 25 feet of movement because of your mobile flourish.
Wow, you can get right over here.
Oh my god!
Oh, the power!
Right.
Holy
Bonus
mean,
actions.
Yep.
Sadly, I can't have double advantage.
No.
I want Yell's rations tomorrow. Whatever in them is good shit.
Whatever he ate.
Kyro.
All right.
I'm
I'm
So-
gonna
yeah,
just go next to this guy, and I'm gonna stab him while he's turned around.
Yeah, you take advantage for flanking.
How's a 20?
That
Good?
hits. Roll damage. Don't forget your
All
sneak
right.
attack.
Of course not. So that's 18 damage.
Okay. It's doubled because
It's not doubled. That's
roll-
regular.
you rolled a 9 on damage.
Oh wait, sorry, my bad. 9 for sneak attack, and then the damage is 10, so 19
Oh,
actually.
Yeah. As you just stream across this site, the smoke of the bonfire on your left still rising above you. You run, you raise your sword to swing, but before you do, there's just a hand that grabs the Gnoll's shoulder. A second right arm comes around and slits the throat. It collapses to the ground.
Aw, you broke it.
It's dead. Okay. I'm gonna look around to see if there are any other enemies.
Make a
Save
perception
my
check.
bonus action, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
20.
You
Well,
look
actually, I have to roll a... Oh wait, we're in shadow. It is a 20. Yay!
yeah.
Yay for shadows!
You hang on, just bear with me. You're looking around, and you do see walking down the path over here this way. I've put it on the map. Don't know if you can see it. Is another Gnoll walking towards, and he stops square in his tracks. He hasn't seen that you've noticed him, but he's heard the yelps and the sounds of blades flashing and the explosions.
Probably the big boom of thunder.
Yeah, the big boom of thunder. He stopped in his
Okay.
tracks, and he's momentarily paralyzed. I'll say that he's still on the initiative order. If you guys want to do anything there,
Yeah, I think we're gonna pursue him.
okay.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and move the rest of my movement over here.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm gonna just, like, motion to yell at the other Gnoll that's coming our way.
Yeah.
More
So I'm
things
just
to
gonna
break.
go this way. Yep.
Yell, you turn, you see what's been indicated to you. Arthrin is like, he steps forward, 5, 10. Are they dead?
There's more.
What? He steps forward over one of the bodies. Where? He's going to make a perception check. He rolled a 3. Guy, yeah, where are they? I can't see. That's the end of his turn. Ella.
I am just deadlocked on the knoll. Like,
Yeah.
I'm staring it down.
Yep. Ella.
Huge grin across my face.
Hello.
I'm 100%
Okay.
going to pursue and kill it.
You see Yell saying to Arthrin that there's one. At the moment, there's a large bonfire with rising smoke, so you can't actually see the icon that's there. You can move to a position where you're likely to see what Yell's seeing.
Okay. I'll try and. I think I can move around here. I think that was my 35.
Okay. If you want, you can.
30. It was 35.
Yeah. If you want to
Cool.
take a dash action, or I don't know. I'll say for the sake of this that because Kyro and Yell have basically indicated that there's another target, they're looking that way. You turn and you look, and as you run around the bonfire, you get eyes on the Gnoll as well. What would you like to do?
Got any restraining things?
I can potentially have him come to us if you'd like.
Yes. Very good.
What's it going to be?
I'm gonna dash. So
Okay. You take your action to dash. Where are you going to go?
Launch starter's plus
Hang
10,
on.
right?
Huh?
10 feet?
Yeah, plus
Yeah.
10.
Okay, cool.
So I'm going to put myself into this little nook.
Okay.
No, look.
There's a couple. These
No nook.
the trunks of these trees are they're fairly wide, but you can still see between these two trees where the Gnoll is currently. You have a bonus
Stop.
action? Anything?
Can I hold a spell and then as soon as they see cast it?
If it requires a bonus action, then yes. If it's an action to hold, then no, because you've already used your action this turn.
Right, okay.
Alan needs to open up a bookshop because the gnome's reading nook.
Can I see the Gnoll through the yeah. Okay, so I've got a clear shot.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. In that case, I will cast I am going to cast why not? Guiding bolt at second.
Because you've used your action to dash.
Oh,
closer
no, I
towards
can't do
the
that,
Gnoll.
can I?
Yeah, you can't use your action to attack, I'm afraid.
Okay, that's me done then. I'm not gonna...
Brüz.
Okay,
You
Brüz
see-
is going to
You see your
wander
friends.
in towards the fire. Over.
Yeah. You see your friends sweeping across this space, and you just kind of get swept along. You get eyes on the Gnoll. What are you going to do?
Right, he wanders in towards the fire and turns to face the Gnoll, and then casts command with the word approach, and he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Excellent.
You say. Okay. You recite the incantation. You hold out your hand. You feel the arcane energy burst forth from your fingers through the air and around the body of this Gnoll. It shakes its head. It cocks its head to one side as it makes eye contact with you, and you say, "Approach." His eye,
Approach.
the eyes of the Gnoll.
Get over here!
The eyes of the Gnoll do not register understanding or comprehension of what you're saying.
Oh,
It's too dumb.
yeah.
And the spell fails. No, it's intelligent enough.
It's a language thing.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
it
They
doesn't,
speak
it
in
doesn't-
its language.
Doesn't understand
Yeah, they
language.
speak Abyssal.
that was your action.
I think
Anything
that- I
else?
think that's-
They speak
Uh,
Abyssal because they're demons.
Bruce, again, just sort of looks at his hands, so snaps his fingers a few times, trying to figure out why didn't that work.
He would have rolled a 2 on his freaking wisdom save as well. So that's such a shame.
Shame.
It is such a shame.
All right.
Eirys.
I don't think he understands me.
Okay,
I was being
so
polite.
I've heard Yell say that there's something, but I don't think Eirys would know exactly where it is yet. So she's going to do a perception check to try and see where it is.
Sure.
22.
Yeah, you kind of your eyes get drawn to the far left-hand side of this clearing, down to where the path continues, because your companions are all heading towards there. You particularly follow Yell's eye line, and you see the Gnoll frozen to the ground, about to, from what you can see with your perception check, he looks absolutely petrified. He looks a bit confused as to some strange arcane energy that's swirling around him, and he looks as if he's about to turn and run. What are you going to do?
Okay. I'm going to move to here.
Okay.
And I'm going to
Mechanically can't get away.
Okay. He's within range. Yep.
All right. Here goes.
Roll to hit. You're hidden, aren't you? So don't forget advantage.
That was a good one. Bounced off the edge too. No, that's stealth. Oh no, it's just straight, isn't it? 18. Oh, 18 plus 7. 25.
25. So even though it's behind half cover because of the trees in the way, the arrow flies
Oh,
true.
got that.
Ella, you feel it over your head as an arrow flies through the air and pierces the hide armor of this creature. Roll the damage.
Mind your head, Ella.
That's good. 5, 5, 6, 2. That's 4. Okay. 10, 22. 22.
22 to the hit point through the neck. Through the
Was
neck
that
of this
his
creature.
max hit point?
Yep.
That was 22 hit points.
That's incredible.
And it collapses.
Great.
And
That's as much as I can do, I think.
Is that all of them?
I don't know. I perceive from our enemies it's not my turn though.
It's we'll go out of initiative order because at this point you guys look around and you there don't appear to be any more enemies. So
All right, cool.
I'm going to go and get my arrows back. I rolled a 13.
Rifle
I'm
right
going
through the body of the
Check
chieftain.
the leader's body.
So you will Eirys, you'll recover 1 arrow, not 2.
And looting as well, please.
Okay, so
Much of the looting.
one of you guys can roll with advantage, or 2 of you can roll. Which ones are going to be?
I'll roll. I mean, I'm
It's
looking
an
through
investigation.
the. I'm specifically looking at the leader's corpse.
Yep.
Let's roll
investigation.
individually.
Yeah,
Okay, so 2 of you can roll individually.
One for me.
I got a 17.
I got
Is
15.
it just the roll or is it investigation?
Sorry, it's 1 person can roll with advantage, or 2 people can roll, and 2 only. I'm gonna say. So
15 and 17.
have Eirys and
I
Kyro
rolled
already.
a 19.
Yeah, got a 17. She got a 15.
Do you know what? To collectively, I'm gonna roll this. You guys roll well enough to discover that on the bodies of these creatures are, apart from their hide armors and some long bows and spear weapons at their sides, they don't appear to have much on them of value, except the pack lord that you discovered has a pretty weighty glaive that and what's interesting about the weapon, Kyro, is you kind of prise it from his hands and heft it. It's heavy. It requires both hands to lift up and hold. Is that the wood that's made, that the handle is made from, appears to be kind of crafted from the same kind of material of the trees that are around you, and instead of the blade being made of a metal, it appears to be made of a crudely hewn and rock stone.
A stone glaive.
Yeah, it's heavy, very heavy. In fact, you're holding it for 10 seconds and you're feeling the heft of it by the end of it.
I'll just use both hands.
Okay. But yes, these gnolls appear crudely adorned with a hodgepodge of leathers and hides that appear to be likely to have been recovered from past victims and used as...
Anybody
rudimentary
want
armor.
this stick?
My rage would have come to an end after about 6 seconds.
Sure.
Okay.
So eyes go back to normal.
Does it
Not-
have
not
like
smiling
runes
as much.
or anything on it, or is it just like really regular looking?
Say again?
Does it have any ruins on it or anything, or is it just a really regular looking stick with some rocks on the end?
make a perception check.
Okay.
And none of these
19.
gnolls had shields, did they?
No, these gnolls didn't appear to be wielding
Okay.
shields. The stave that makes the handle of this glaive is marked with all manner of crude sort of pieces of evidence of wear, of use, of rough treatment from its previous owner that now lies dead at your feet. There appear to be a couple of symbols in a language that you don't know.
Okay. No alphabet I recognize or anything?
Nah.
Okay. Yeah, this thing might be magic, I guess. I don't know.
Well, be careful then. Could be cursed
Do you
for
feel
all we know.
cursed?
No. Oh, good point.
Are you experiencing a...
Nah, usually you have to, like, meditate on a thing and do a magic thing to get cursed, right?
Yeah, well, don't like bond with it yet. We gotta get that like identified first.
I don't want it.
Oh well, in case you were
We
thinking
could
about
always
it.
put it in the bag.
Shrug.
Okay. Into the... I
But
offer to
anyway, it's
hand it to
probably worth
Eirys,
something.
I guess.
Okay.
Hmm.
Bag.
I just put it in.
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins,
Eirys is
you
Mary
totally Mary Poppins lampshade this. You just take it with both hands. You have to lay the bag on the ground because of how hefty this spear is, and gently lower it down. You actually both have to do it together in order to get the balance right of it. You both stand on either side of the bag and lower it down into the bag together.
Yep,
The
I'm doing that.
medicine.
Stay in character.
Are you singing?
In the bag.
What?
All
It's
done.
that weird bird again.
Alright, we finished.
Disney references lawsuit. Okay.
What?
You guys become aware of the way the
So,
path
there's
continues.
probably another camp that way, probably, right?
I highly doubt that was all of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not if they're
definitely
like
not.
mustering armies to attack villages or whatever.
Well, taking them out little by
We should
little
clear all
seems like
these
a
bodies
good
away.
strategy.
Sure, toss them in this dead fire. We can, relight it, I guess.
Fire seems like a good way to get rid of them to me.
Okay.
Might the fire attract more of them?
Mm.
Then we'll kill those ones.
Oh, like a
You want to do
beacon.
anything weird to them first, do you?
Didn't we need to take their ears or something to get
Oh
money?
yeah, that too.
I assumed
yeah.
Eirys did that when she was
So,
inspecting
I
them.
am very happy to do weird things to their face if we take the ears.
I cut off their ears.
Alright.
Why don't you do it together and roll with advantage, or you can take a roll each and we'll take the higher one.
What are we rolling?
Mutilation.
Cut off
Would be
their ears?
survival.
Relation.
Survival.
Yeah, survival.
What's your survival, yeah? Mine's
Plus
3.
two.
Brüz
I'll do.
Brüz has plus
for the
7 on
advantage.
survival.
Oh,
Natural 18 and natural 19. That wasn't bad.
You reckon?
22.
Actually,
I
there
imagine
were
all of them.
6 gnolls in total, so 12 ears.
12.
And they're in good condition.
Yeah.
They're well done. They are cleanly cut. And actually, as Yell kind of kneels down to help out, you notice, Eirys, that he's fairly good at this as well. You guys make short work of it. You have obtained
Hooray.
12 gnoll ears.
Alright.
Oh,
now that
nice
the ears are
work.
gone.
That's nice.
Do they have any string on their body? Any
Um,
thread of any kind?
based on those investigation
close.
checks, you can detach. They have long bows that have string that obviously as a component of that.
Oh, cool. Longbow.
17 on my investigation.
Yeah. So you the first thing you see is the strings that make up their bows, which can be detached and might be useful to you.
Hey, considering they had bows, they probably had arrows too, huh? Where are those at?
I'd like some.
Yeah, each of them have small quivers with 5, 6 each.
So I
Okay.
gather some string off of them.
Yep.
Whatever seems the most fit for a necklace.
I'm gathering some arrows. Does
Okay.
anyone want arrows?
And then when I've done that, when we're all finished up
If
with
no,
the,
I'm taking them all.
6 times 6.
when
It's
we're finished
33
cutting off
total.
the ears,
36.
33, sorry. Joril. Sorry, yeah, I'll carry on.
Oh,
when we're all done cutting the ears, I find the string, and then I'm going to start pulling teeth,
Okay, and on
especially out of the warlord.
based on the rolls that you've already made for survival, we'll carry that on, and you're able to retrieve. I mean, gnolls, they're not prized for their knowledge of dental hygiene.
Oh
so
no,
these-
I don't expect them to be amazing.
Makes
No.
it easy to put them on a necklace.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wholly in the very worst sense of the word. You you recover. How many teeth each gnoll gonna have?
The
Only more
lots.
like 5 or 6.
It's 20,
Grab the canines. Those are the cool ones.
Yeah.
23, and yeah, that you're able to recover a good number of long, kind of pointed canine.
You can get
See,
12 canines.
I use
all
the
up on
decay in the
string.
teeth and the holes that they have to thread the string through and make a small necklace out of them.
yay!
And then I put it in my bag.
Ella,
Hmm.
can you make a perception check?
I bet you could sell that teeth
God.
necklace.
Probably.
Not good at perception. 14.
You from where you are, you're aware of what everyone else is doing to clean up after the fight, but you keep an eye on the path ahead. It doesn't appear that there's much movement going on.
Alright.
Right, we burning these bitches or what?
Yep. So we toss them on the fire and we burn them.
Okay.
I use prestidigitation to relight that fire so it catches better.
Because they need.
Brüz cast thaumaturgy
to
to snuff it out.
Yeah, you're not sure what happened.
And really struggles to keep a straight face to.
I mean, I was definitely doing the lighting of the fire out of sight of Arthrin so he couldn't tell.
I mean, you light the fire, and one of the bodies just kind of, the edges of the hide armor just puffs into life, and it starts burning away the fur, and then it's gone.
Very funny. I click to do it again and I look around.
Okay, it comes on. Brüz, are you going to try and put it out again?
No, that once was enough.
Okay. the bodies take.
This time I put it out.
No.
keep going. Someone kicked his bird over it, yeah.
Except it's really obvious because in order to cast prestidigitation, I have to like whistle or something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
So
Joril, light
hear
the
it.
fire.
I relight it.
guys, I have a dungeon I want to get to, but yeah.
Yeah, I would like to.
Anyway, yeah, you guys, the bodies take, as do some of the dead pieces of wood that didn't quite get burned up last night, and a fair fire goes. 6 bodies actually burn quite well.
Yay.
Probably smells horrible. Though.
It's rancid smell, prompting
Baked
you to consider
dog.
moving on, perhaps. Arthrin covers his nose
So-
and swipes at the air around him and goes, ugh, ugh. He moves to walk on.
He who smelt it dealt it.
I heard that!
Man too.
I'm going to look
Brüz
for
cast
an
thaumaturgy
old
again changes the
down
the
this
color of
way.
the flame to like a bright blue.
Oh, okay.
Magic
can do that.
people.
Magic shit. Bright. blue.
Anyway.
Bright
And you
blue.
see as the flame turns.
Beautiful.
I changed the color to green. I'm kidding.
Oh boy. Anyway, are there gnoll tracks? And I assume so, and they're probably down this way.
You know that the gnolls came this way. Whether or not there are traps,
Yeah.
it's difficult to tell, but there's obviously been movement through. So yeah.
Well, we'll just check out, see if there are more gnolls that way. Then I think makes
Okay.
sense.
You gonna head that
Keep
way?
an eye out for tracks. Yeah, I mean, keep an eye out for like other trails that gnolls have gone down. But if we're gnoll hunting today, then I guess that's what we're doing, right?
Well, it seems we're on a bit of a roll. A no roll.
Yeah, fine. I guess it won't take that long.
Her kids on and all.
All right.
Okay.
So are we gonna just walk down the path?
I mean, sneakily, but yeah.
Everybody make a self check.
Thank you.
Is there
Ella's still
like,
super
a
stealth.
hedgerow cover along the way here, or are we just walking along a very open?
Oh,
exposed path?
oh.
Well,
I
stealth.
think you could have done worse than me there, Zoe.
Oh
I
no.
feel like I might challenge. I don't know because I've got an extra awesome.
18.
Cool. I got a 23.
So I got a natural one, giving me a total of 3.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Ella still
Okay.
has advantage on her stealth roll.
I got 13.
Oh, have I still got
Okay.
Blessing of the Traveler?
Yeah, you do.
Yes,
So it's just a
please.
straight roll. Just a straight
Yeah.
roll.
For an hour.
I've still got long strider, so I can be 10 feet ahead of you guys.
Yeah.
While you make all your noise.
So,
Okay, so you
Naughty
guys start moving along the path, taking your time, being careful for your feet to go down the pathway. As you go past the body that Eirys shot through the neck, and Yell kind of like glances down, you sort of let your judgment falter for a moment and press your foot down on the body, applying your weight. And actually, what happens is there is a cracking of bones underneath as you transfer your weight across. It's a frailer gnoll than perhaps you had imagined it, and it makes a cracking sound that echoes around. This path, as you guys walk down, it slopes downwards, and you are truly entering mountainous terrain now. It begins to slope down a touch for a few hundred yards, and then the gentle rise up into the mountain itself begins. No real pathway now. It seems to have eroded away. But who's at the front?
I'm probably near the front, yeah.
Making a perception check.
Me and I imagine Arthrin
Cool.
will be near the front too. Arthrin, because he's like good at tracks. And I think.
Ooh. I got an 8.
Okay. You find it difficult to see. Arthrin rolls. Do you know what? 17 will do it. As you're struggling to see around, like anywhere particular direction, Arthrin kind of lays his hand on your shoulder. Kyro goes, "Hey, I think there might be a cave opening on the other side of that crest."
I'm just gonna gently pick up his hand off of my shoulder and just say, like, okay.
All right. He leads you guys to the opening of, indeed, a cave system that cuts into the underground, heading underneath the rising peak of something on the left-hand side. So what you see in
assume
front of
there's
you as you
something
go
in there.
inside, I mean, yeah, there's not much in the way of outstanding landmarks over the crest of this next hill that you go up, except for this cave opening. On the far side of this clearing, there's a small pond. Some bulrushes are swaying gently in the breeze. As you guys approach, there's a small cloud of black birds that burst into flight and go over that pond and further down into the hills beyond. What would you guys like to do?
You guys want me to go check it out first and then come back, I guess?
I mean, you can do.
I'll come with you.
Alright. So we're gonna stealth in there and check it out.
Eirys, be careful.
Oh, sorry. To raise your own character.
Yeah.
I will.
Make stealth checks, friends.
Just gives a look to Joril.
Another stealth check?
What? No, we're doing a. Are you... Okay.
28.
28.
Oh, I got a 13. That's not great.
Okay. You
I
guys make
also
your
want to
way.
check for traps
Okay.
while we're going down.
Okay. As you go down the first few. I mean, this isn't really to scale. You guys aren't meant to be there. You guys walk in. It slopes immediately downwards, 50 or so feet. Relatively narrow, these walls, and your dark vision comes into focus. Kyro, there's a relief that you feel come to your senses as you acclimatize.
I can see
being...
up to 120 in dark.
Okay. So as this, let me just try and reveal that then. Doing, yeah, all right. As you guys approach 50, 60 feet inside the cave, you
Basically,
see.
if it's in my line of sight, I can probably see it.
Yeah. You see further into this cavern system here, and surely enough, there appears to be, as far as your senses can make out, a small campsite sort of region. And at that campsite does appear to be, oh wow, that really is a lot, a group of gnolls, a big group of gnolls.
Big group of gnolls, huh?
That would, I think, probably be the extent of your dark vision.
Okay. So I'm just gonna go right back outside the cave and be like, yeah, there's a real big group of gnolls in there.
Should we try and draw them out?
Yeah, I'll probably get a couple of them to come out here and kill them, and then we can move in.
Divide and conquer.
Yeah, get like 2 of them or so. Something
How
like that.
echoey is that cave?
I'm not talking loudly.
No. I just. Yeah, the yell is asking.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh.
it's pretty echoey.
Probably regular amounts. Like what caves are.
It's a regular.
I'm sure I can bring them out. You guys want to get in position?
Sure. Alright, so we're gonna
Bruce leans over
hide.
towards
Wait,
Yell
if
and
you don't
goes,
be too loud, a lot.
Thaumaturgy?
Indeed, thaumaturgy.
You just want to sound like some sort of large animal, like a boar or
You
something.
wanted to go for a little a mixture here, and I'll help you along. What sort of trick were you wanting to do?
I like the idea of animals. Maybe we could do a couple of like wild boar or something.
What's
Yeah.
native
Clean them out for
areas?
food.
I don't know.
Yes, we could.
Is there elk or wait? I don't know what the animals are here. Never mind. Don't ask me. What's an elk?
Here casts an illusion for the gnolls to see.
You kind of can, I think, right? Yeah.
I
you can do
mean, I
those.
can do dancing lights, and I can make it in the shape of.
Whatever.
Well, I know how to make a person, and I guess it could make something about the size of a person. That's like
Could
So
could
maybe
you turn it
a deer.
into the form of a golden stag or something?
Cool.
Well, it wouldn't
Golden
look like
blue,
a
perhaps?
real stag. It would look like a stag made of light. I can make it yellowish light, I guess.
I
Though
think it's more about the movement. You can
true.
make the sound and then have a something.
Okay, question: Has Joril ever seen a stag?
No, you have no idea what they're talking about.
And I'm like, also, what's a stag?
Oh, it is. Well, how
It's
does
a
one
deer with
explain-
antlers.
What
it's
is
a
it in
really,
relation
really-
to a horse? We've seen those.
I can do a
It
horse.
is a horse.
a horse with antlers.
Horse with antlers, yes. Or is that
Okay, a horse with.
That sounds pretty neat.
Are antlers anything like?
Oh no, Joril wasn't
Horns?
preparing for
Yeah.
it, was he?
Bruce sort of
Oh.
holds his hands up over Yell's head and goes like a couple of parentheses. Goes,
Oh, so like those
Fabulous, like this.
so like what the Perrytons had?
Was Joril there for the Peritons?
No.
Oh wait,
No.
no, I wasn't.
No.
Never mind. Retcon that.
You have no
Yeah,
frame
no.
of reference.
I have no frame of reference for
They're just
what
horns.
antlers are.
Just make a horned horse.
Okay, so he makes a binacorn basically.
Okay.
Cool.
He casts dancing lights and creates a ambulatory binacorn.
If that's okay to do.
Make a survival
as
check.
far into the.
Survival check. Okay.
No, make it. I'll make it general intelligence check.
And Comikat, please draw for that for us after the session. I
That
want to
is
see
not
a
bad.
binacle.
Made of light? I can try.
A binacorn made of light and magic.
I mean, it's an approximation of a deer.
So two like stupid ones.
Yeah, it's two stupid horns, and it's down, and it's not like next to each other the way deer's are. It's like down its face, and
What?
one's slightly smaller than the
Don't
other.
make this more complicated than it needs to be. Just make it symmetrical. That would be easier.
It is symmetrical. It's just like, think of how like
You mean like Bruce's horns? Is that what you're doing?
no, I mean
Don't-
Bruce's
Let's not worry about it. It has
horns
horns.
are curl.
That's
Like
all you
a,
need to say.
it has two like unicorn like horns.
Okay, straight ones then.
So yeah.
Thanks.
And it's made of light, and it's slightly
Uh-huh.
yellower. And I also rolled a intelligence thing. My intelligence is 10. I rolled a 15. I think I did okay.
Okay, so yeah, it as insofar as you can possibly imagine a creature like this, you've done your best to produce it. It's kind of symmetrical.
I also tried to make it a little bit chunky so that it's delicious looking to a Gnoll.
It looks like this.
Insofar as it's it's a being that's made of light, so
Yeah.
it's going to be limited in the features it has.
I mean, it'll at least be interesting to look at.
Yeah. Okay. So you've
After
got
seeing
that.
this
When,
manifest, I turn to Bruce. I'll go for the nays, you go for the hooves.
Oh yes, I know that well. And Bruce
And we should all be out of sight of the mouth
a
of
halved
pigs.
coconut out of it.
This will at least get their attention, surely.
Oh yeah, I bet it'll get a lot of their attention. I'm fine with whatever though, I guess.
Eirys
So-
is stealthing for 25.
Okay.
I will stealth.
I guess I would like to imitate in the best way I can horse noises.
I try to make its walking pattern really deliberate so that it's
I
easy
got a
to
24.
line up your nays and your hoof beats.
This is entirely
You
too
know?
Arthrin.
much.
Arthrin got a 22, so he's all stealthing up
Good
to you guys
job.
over here.
Oh.
Is it a performance for the nays?
So yeah, it's performance. Yeah, sorry, you can roll with advantage.
Feel
can roll
free to
advantage.
demonstrate them for us, Abby.
This is like a very complicated puppet that we're doing.
So I roll a 12
Yeah.
and a 15. With my performance,
Jim Henson and Johanna.
that becomes
I just
25.
expect you guys to rustle some bushes outside, but this is fine too, I guess.
I was just going to throw a ball.
We should put this
into-
show on for small children later.
Roxy made people.
Once
I
you're
rolled a
back in town.
25 on the performance.
Okay, yeah, that's amazing. So in every way that you and Brüz have envisaged the sounds of the hooves and the whinnying of this mysterious creature that you have created, it thunders into the cave and light illuminates around it as it goes inside. And as it disappears and the light starts to slightly fade as it goes further into the chamber, what's the maximum distance away from you it can be, Joril?
Oh yeah, I'm probably
I
going
thought
to
the idea was
follow.
to draw them out.
It's pretty far, actually. You might not
Okay,
have to
how
go
far
in.
can I go with
Just
it?
look at the spell. It'll tell you.
Okay, spell.
It's right there at the top because it's
Uh,
cantrip.
Oh yeah, it's a cantrip, even better.
It's 120. So it can go 120 feet, which is plenty.
Whoa, that is crazy.
That's
So
more
yeah,
than
it,
enough.
it
Runs
descends.
in, turns around, runs away.
Yeah, it descends
Yep.
in.
Also, I'm gonna
Loonies.
say that the
Just have it rear up
the
and be
somatic
scared and run
component
away.
that he does is like he does almost like he's miming a marionette thing.
Yep, that's
Almost.
fine.
Okay. It comes out. You guys can no longer see what's going on in the interior, but you do hear a kind of startled.
When the horse comes out,
And then the tramping begins to sound
move your
of multiple feet. Eirys,
Okay.
Arthrin, Kyro, you've already stealthed. Everybody else needs to make a stealth check if you want to hide.
Get farther.
I'm gonna back up.
Maybe farther even.
I tap you with long strider.
I already
again.
have it still.
Oh, you
it
still
hasn't
have-
been that long. It's
Never
an
mind.
hour long.
I
so.
back up
And,
even more.
Ella's still
I'm
got the blessing of the
bringing my
trickster.
binacorn with me.
Actually, James, has it been an hour? Because that would be a good question.
Not quite. You're gonna benefit from Longstrider for the combat that's about to happen.
All right, cool.
But after that, it's likely to fade.
Okay.
Brüz, are you moving to the side or not?
He's
Yeah,
very
Brüz wants to move out of the
invested
way.
in animating this binacorn.
But he also wants to do a little double up thing here and go disguise self to make himself look like a gnoll,
Okay, sure.
but then cast his duplicitous self out in the middle of the space, sort of like away from the entry of himself as the gnoll,
Yeah.
pointing down the mountain.
Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, we can do that. I'm gonna have to do some interesting things with the map here, but we can manage. So yeah, they start tramping up.
18 on my stealth.
18. What was your? Oh, it's going to be difficult for you to go stealth, Brüz, while you're trying to do that at the same time. What was your stealth roll?
The stealth roll was 19.
I need you to roll again for disadvantage while you're doing all of that at the same time.
Okay.
Ella, what was your roll?
15.
15.
17.
Not bad.
17 with disadvantage. Holy crap! Yeah, this
Yeah.
This plan's going to work, guys. This plan is going to work. You. Oh,
So just
excuse
gonna
me.
wait for them to get in range, and then I'm gonna attack them.
So there's a second Brüz that appears, but it's disguised as a gnoll there.
Cool.
In the doorway, in clear view. The
And he's going to be pointing out and away, like he's directing the others of where the
Ooh,
Yeah,
I'll probably
yeah.
wait for several of them to come out then.
so they
So
start running
Brüz can be actually just a little bit further back, like away
Okay.
from the entry.
here like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll do. Kind of away, like he'd already gotten out there.
Yeah,
as he's going to take on the appearance of the warlord, the pack lord Gnoll that he saw earlier.
Sure. So there you go. You stand there, and as they kind of come out, they kind of falter. They halt for a little bit. They go, and you hear them kind of gutturally snarl, and the one among them that looks slightly more leaderish. This one with a large, stonely hued, it almost looks like an axe, approaches as the other ones kind of falter. Kind of goes forward straight towards your double and goes.
And
it waits for you
Brüz
to
wants to
respond.
cast.
And
Brüz
I'm
wants to
gonna
cast
attack it.
thaumaturgy to sort of throw his voice
Yeah.
to his duplicitous.
Yeah.
And he's going to his best capacity mimic exactly what that Gnoll just said.
So
And-
for all
and he basically-
this Gnoll's just like, hey, what's going on here? And you're like, hey, what's going on
What's
here?
going on here?
Because you don't know the
What are you doing?
language.
What are you doing?
Because
Doesn't know the language. He basically it's just a performance of trying to
Yeah.
imitate what he heard that Gnoll say.
I need you to roll with disadvantage because you don't know the language, but you can roll a performance check.
Cool.
So it's you saying that in like a terrible accent.
Well, it depends on how good his performance is.
Yep.
Could be
Brüz
perfect.
Brüz casts thaumaturgy, and the duplicitous self goes. Wow! Because he got
What?
The pack leader
You rolled
kind
a
of
19 and a 2.
Oh no! The pack leader looks confused, and he kind of like cocks his head, and he
I'm gonna attack it.
and he
Attack it.
as he raises his hand.
Please.
I'm already attacking. It's happened. I
Yep,
move
okay.
over here and I attack it.
Everybody
Okay.
roll. Okay, it'll be surprise
This
round
is a
as before.
surprise round.
Everybody roll initiative.
Surprise round is happening.
Haha.
I got a 25.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
I got a.
I got a 16.
8.
Perfect.
15 for Brüz.
As long as I'm
Why is
before the
that
Knolls.
Because you should be not involved in the combat as much as possible.
Aw.
You could die again.
I know, but I would still want to be useful.
Sure, sing a song.
I will.
Are we updating our initiative rolls on D&D
As
Roll
soon
20?
as I see
Certainly,
my
once
stuff
it
up
It's
there.
an empty table.
Yeah, it's empty.
I think you need to delete our previous selves.
Excuse me. Oh yeah, of course it's a new map. Sorry, I apologize.
Woohoo.
This is as strategies go. This is freaking amazing. I love it.
Yep, we're having fun.
Can't believe
It's never
we
a
made
dull
a
game,
light
guys.
horse.
I mean, I'm glad I waited to see what would happen, but
Yeah.
I'm attacking it now. Clearly, it's not working.
It's not going to
It's
be
not
any
gonna
better
work.
of a moment than now.
Nope, I'm gonna attack now. Now's the time.
Oh well, the Gnolls crit. They're not going on this
no.
round. You have a surprise round, but they're going to go first as soon as it's done, I think. Oh wait, no, Ella goes first. What?
Woo! No, I think I would go first with a 25, right?
Oh shit!
Everyone rolled so high. What the hell?
These initiative rolls, man. That's amazing. Okay. Brüz, what's your roll? 15.
15. Just
Still,
updated.
very good, Ella.
Joril, what'd you get?
I got 8.
Good. I mean, not good, but
It's okay. If anyone gets hurt, I can use my turn to heal you.
yeah. Well, we're not.
Hooray.
Sure. But Kyro, you just run up, you seize the initiative, and plunge your swords
I'd
into
like
this
to
creature.
try to stab it. Yeah,
Roll with advantage.
of course. 23.
23 will do it.
Okay.
Don't forget to double your dice.
My
because
damage is very high. 19 plus 21.
19 plus
So
21.
that's 40. 40 damage.
Holy crap.
Did he die?
No, but he
Wow.
came very close. You run up and you just plunge one of your blades in. The dragon.
Cool, I'm gonna try to hit him
blade-
again.
Yeah, go for it again. Again with advantage.
Alright.
Again, it's a surprise.
How's a 21?
That'll do it. Roll damage.
Okay.
Offhand, but you've got offhand fighting. Freaking
Yeah,
rogues.
I'm gonna go ahead and add the extra die. There it is. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage.
Yeah. So with your right hand, just you hack into its side and take off its arm, and with the other you plunge in, twist, and the body falls. No pack lord down. Anything
I'm
else?
just going to turn and I'm going to walk 5 feet forward towards the gnolls.
Holy
Just look
shit.
at them with my
Holy
blades
shit.
drawn.
Holy shit! As the gnolls are like slow motion running out of the cave, you slow motion walk towards them, both blades drawn, and that is another amazing epic combat moment from Kyro. Ella. So
I
many
shouldn't
of
be
them.
here, but I am.
Still have your super speed, Ella.
You do? Yeah. Oh yeah, you do. Let me add that on. Oh yeah, so do you.
I'm going to
Okay.
be right back.
All right. Blessing of the tricksters on you as well.
I just realised something.
I'm just gonna move up here a bit,
Okay. What are you gonna do?
and then I'm gonna cast. Let's do guiding bolt at first.
At the one that's closest.
Mm-hmm.
Roll to hit.
Yeah, 11.
Doesn't hit, I'm afraid. Damn it. Yep. My bad.
Yeah,
Or your bad.
okay.
That's okay.
Okay.
It'll be next time. It'll be next time. Anything else from you? You've moved. You've taken an action.
I didn't take all my movement.
Okay. What would you like to do with the rest of it?
I might just move back.
Okay. Yeah.
Where I was. So I'm not in such a firing line. Okay. Cool.
Okay. The gnolls aren't acting
I'm back.
because it's a surprise. Eirys, it's your turn.
Okay. I think I'm going to move up to by Arthrin. I'm guessing I can't see anyone from there.
No.
I want to like just put my head around, so I'm like staying stealth, but can kind of be one of them.
I'm gonna say
You
that
could
you'd be
like
able-
gently shove Arthrin
You'd be,
back.
able, you'd be able to
Gently
knock
shove.
yourself. You'd be able to like just stride out, take a shot, move back.
It's not so much taking a shot, but doing my insightful fighting.
Oh, I see.
But
Okay.
just like peeking around, so hopefully I'm staying.
I'll say that you can do that.
Okay, cool.
It's
You do have advantage this round.
yeah. A question
Already.
I have about insightful fighting is it against just a generic enemy type, or is it against a specific enemy?
I'll double check. I think it's. Oh, it's against like a specific one singular enemy.
See, it might be worth thinking about the fact that these are gnolls. They're kind of grunt level.
You can use insightful fighting as many times as you like.
Yeah, that's
It's not
true.
limited.
Okay.
It just gives you advantage on the roll if you succeed.
You
Okay.
currently have advantage though, just so you know.
I'm not going to attack this turn. I'm waiting for them to either be a bit more distracted or come out the cave a bit more.
Okay.
So I'm guessing from where I am, if I did poke my head around, it'll either be this one or that one over there. I'm going to do insightful fight. That one over there.
Okay. He'll go for
I'm
deception.
just hoping some of them hesitate.
Oh, natural 19. And what's mine? It's just insight, isn't it?
Mhm.
So 25.
Yeah, you have got advantage on that one. Let me mark that in an Eirys colour. Actually, no, that's Hunter's mark. Eirys colour. Orange. I don't know why. Okay, so
Sweet.
that's you.
And I'm going to stay put. I'm just going to pass my turn.
Yep, you'll still be hidden then. Yell.
Yeah.
I am going to run in between these two,
Okay.
and as I do so, I just start patting my feet against the ground, start rubbing my hands together, and I just let out a massive clap as I cast Thunder Wave at second level.
Second level. Okay. Can we?
Ooh, very
can-
nice.
Can you,
I
can
assume
you-
the box is right here, huh?
So it's 15 feet from me on an edge, so it's these two I'm with.
Yep.
The three down this
Oh.
side, and those two.
Very cool.
So.
So it is hitting the most with 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Okay.
Oh, it's in
What a
6.
good use of
Nice.
magic.
I mean, is it 5 or 6? It's 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
This
it's
was a
5.
great plan.
Hang on a minute. There we go. You guys getting the music?
Yes.
Mhm.
Constitution for gnolls. They are not constitute.
Cool.
Okay, so 3 of them are going to fail, and 2 of them rolled a 15.
My spell thing is 15.
So 2 of them succeed. Are you happy for the sake of the logic of it, for the 2 that succeeded to be the ones that are furthest away?
Yep.
Yep. So these 2 here, down here, are the ones that don't get knocked back, but the other ones that are right next to you just get flung and smash into the wall. Smash into the wall.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Smash into the wall. Yeah, do you know what? Actually, this one's going to smash into the wall and go prone here. They'll take some bludgeoning damage from hitting the wall. Why not?
Excellent.
Okay,
Tunnel
so
fighting is
they've
great.
taken 16 thunder damage from the spell,
Okay.
plus however much bludgeoning you were giving.
Yeah. What do you reckon? Should we use the wall as an improvised weapon here? Roll a d4.
I can roll a d4 for it.
Yeah, roll a d4.
d4 for a wall.
Roll for
what? I rolled a 4.
Oh wow! Okay.
Very good.
That's quite a
So
wall.
20 total.
Good job, Wall. It's very, very rough.
They fly around, and Yeah, the
Smack.
knoll. There's a knoll that goes crack against the outcropping just on the left-hand side and lands at Arthrin's feet. He's like, "Oh fuck!" Yeah, and they're looking pretty dazed, ladies and gentlemen. Not quite dead, but very, very, very close to it. That's your action. Anything else?
No, I'm gonna save other bits for now, I think.
All right then, Brüz.
Brüz wanders himself up to the top here so he can see what's going on. He stares down into the cave and sees the group at the back. Then his duplicitous self on the bonus action will walk down forward next to Yell. For a moment, it will kind of leer over the top of Yell, like it's going to attack him, and then the duplicitous form will cast Ice Knife at the one at the very back.
Okay, roll
So
to
he's
hit.
gonna be the one
Ooh,
to.
Great. That's got an area of effect.
It does, and more damage if it hits. What's the hit?
17 plus 7.
That hits. So roll damage for the.
They all have to make a
impact.
save as well for the cold, right?
They do for the little storm that gets created.
Okay. So he
I like Ice
takes
Knife.
2d6. Oh no, sorry. He takes 1d10.
For the ice knife hitting him, yeah.
Yeah. So he takes an 8,
Oh,
and
bloody hell,
then
okay,
the
yeah.
other two.
Is it a con save? What save is it?
Is it a... What's the save for Ice Knife for the cold damage? Where'd he go?
Brüz there.
Oh,
Died.
Well, I'm looking up the spell for
Yeah.
it.
yeah, me too.
Alright.
Deck save.
Yeah.
It's Dex. Okay, let's see the Dex of a Gnoll. They
You
are
gotta-
pretty dexterous.
Dodge all those little tiny shards.
Okay, one crit on the save, so gets out of the way. One gets an 18, one gets a 5. Let's say that
The
the
5
one.
definitely fails.
Let's say the one that gets hit is the one that fails the save. Yeah.
Sure. That makes sense.
Okay. Brüz,
Is still
do you
dead.
read me? Okay. Let's send him a message. I mean, for the time being, I guess I could roll the damage. It's 2d6 cold damage. Oh, I see. Okay, so it doesn't
6
take...
and 4.
Oh, okay. Did he do it on...
He tapped in roll 20. He rolled 6 and 4.
Okay,
Oh,
great.
okay.
So that's an additional 10 hit points for that bad boy.
Oh, good.
And I think the
Can I
spell's saying that...
Yay.
That is correct, Bruce.
It must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage. It doesn't say anything about taking half if it
It's an extra effect.
Okay, so the two that are around it manage to get out of the way, but the one that gets hit just gets reefed in icy cold energy. Yeah, wow. That's close. Arthrin is going to attack with his short sword, the gnoll that is at his feet, because he doesn't have anything else to do. That'll hit. It's a d6, it's a d8 because it's thingy. He has advantage on the roll, so he'll take his sneak attack damage as well.
Hello.
You with us?
Yes, I
I can
think.
see you, but can we
Yes,
hear
I
you?
know.
Yes.
Yay!
7.
Yay.
We have him
Yeah.
again.
So,
That worked well.
yeah, Eirys, you watch as Arthrin draws. He kind of puts his long bow down to one side, draws his short sword, and just kneels down and cuts the throat of the gnoll that's lying on the ground in front of him.
Oh.
As he does that, he kind of becomes aware of how many there are, and takes a kneel down, trying to get out of view. But you can see that he's actually in pretty clear view. He's actually ended up over here. He's tried to hide and failed.
Oh dear.
He can be seen. Anyway, Joril.
That's fine.
Okay. I think I'm gonna inspire everyone.
Okay.
Well, you can pick a person to inspire.
Oh, not everyone. Just
I mean, you can inspire us in the narrative sense.
You're all doing great, guys. Good job. Good job.
This plan is working so great.
But especially my bro. My bro's doing especially great.
Thanks. Is that a bonus action or a full action? Because you could still shoot an arrow.
It's a bonus action. Yeah.
Okay, you can still
so
shoot an
I'm
arrow
gonna
at him.
inspire bro, and then
Just move back there next to Brüz.
Just move over here.
'Cause, like, they'd have to
Come
get
stand
past.
over here.
They'd have to get past
And-
several people
and
to get
just
here.
sort of shoot an arrow towards this one, I guess.
Okay, roll to hit.
Can I?
Yeah, the other two are prone.
Yeah,
These-
The
So
ones-
you have
the
a
ones
clear
that are
shot.
here. Yeah.
Wait, let me
You
just
can shoot
check
right
my-
over him.
Yeah, you're in range.
Is that going to be a problem?
No?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's half cover because of that jutting out bit of rock.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You can move, you know.
what
The
if
other
I
side of
tried-
Brüz.
That's
Yeah,
within
go-
range.
Go over here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you
yeah,
go.
that'll do. Go for it.
Perfect. Straight line.
Okay, hold on.
Roll that 20. Now add your pluses.
My pluses
Your pluses.
make it.
Make it a 16.
16.
That's not bad.
That hits. Roll damage.
All right.
Yay.
Max damage.
Oh, okay. What's that?
Oh wait, I did the wrong dice.
Well, roll the right
It
dice.
would have been max damage if it
So
had been
sad.
a D8.
Well, that's okay.
It's a 4. It's fine.
4 plus 3. So that's a 7.
Okay.
So 7 points of damage to that.
Yay. Piercing damage.
Arrow
Straight
flies
through
over the-
leg.
They're lying down, kind of coiled and writhing in pain. The clips of lightning energy kind of flitting between different parts of their bodies at Yell's feet. An arrow flies over their prone forms and lodges itself into the Gnoll in the far side of this cavern.
And he thinks about how if it had been an attack with his rapier, it would have been so much cooler. However, he is happy to not be so close up to a Gnoll.
We are back at the top of the initiative order, if that's the end of your turn. Kyro.
Alright, trying to figure out where the best place to go is. I think for now I'm just going to go right. Let's see. Yes. Here should be fun. Are they still surprised or no at this point?
Not
I think
anymore.
not.
As-
Okay, that's
as,
fine.
As you run over one of their
Just checking.
forms past Yell, one of them is going to try and lash out at you.
Oh, in that case, maybe I
They would
should
have
stop right
disadvantage on the
here.
melee.
Yeah, totally. I mean, okay.
Oh, I'll go here. It's fine. I'll go there. It's fine. I don't want to
let-
get in their ways.
So they are going to with a spear. He rolled a 13 to hit you. So
No.
okay. So yeah, it
Does
swings
not
as you
hit.
go by, but fails to impact.
All right, I'm going to try to hit the one that's prone first.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Prone things just great.
Ooh, I crit.
Oh, not 20.
So I'm good.
Okay, so unfortunately you can't double dice, but yeah.
That's okay.
Oh, you can double the dice.
I don't auto crit if
Yeah.
they're not surprised. So it's
but
fine.
you did crit.
I
now,
just get
so-
advantage. Okay, so that is 19 points of damage on the prone one.
As you run past, you just flourish with the blade in your right hand, and the head of the Gnoll detaches from its body as it lies on the ground.
All right, and I'm gonna whirl around and attack the one that is here with my
Okay.
offhand.
Roll to hit.
Yes.
It's just a straight roll. It'll hit.
Actually, I do still have advantage, but I got a 26. Okay,
Why would you have advantage?
because they haven't gone yet. They haven't taken their turns, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure.
It's okay.
Go for it.
They're not surprised though, so I don't auto crit.
Okay.
11 points of damage.
Do you know, because of the arrow that your brother had fired, it was weakened, and you just brandish across its chest, and it collapses.
Absolutely.
Ha!
I don't
Yeah.
look very surprised.
All right. That is that. Unless you have anything else,
Nope, just gonna turn to face the two right there.
Ella.
And I'll move forward one
Oh, okay.
towards them.
All right.
Hello. Okay, I am gonna move there.
Okay.
I'm going to move my 35 feet.
All right.
And then is this one prone or
Yes.
anything, or is that still
Both-
standing up?
It's prone.
Both of the ones at the door at the entrance are prone, having been blasted by the thunderwave. Yeah.
These two here are up. Oh, I shouldn't have stepped forward. I should have stepped back. No.
And these ones in are standing upright.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's difficult to get a beat on them because your companions are between you and them, and you are quite short.
Okay, because if I go from one, would I be able to see that one at all?
If you tried to cast a spell in his direction, then he'd probably be in half cover because Brüz is partially obscuring.
Why am I so?
I mean, if it's a cantrip, it's not a waste or anything to do. So.
Yeah, I was going to do a cantrip, so let's just do it.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
So I will try and do. Let's try and do Ray of Frost.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Uh, 14.
14. That fails to hit, unfortunately. You cast the spell and you're thinking so carefully about avoiding Brüz that you manage to just about get it between Brüz and Yell, but it flies between the two gnolls as well, and the magical energy bounces off, makes impact with the cavern wall behind, and a cold kind of shower of frosty pieces explode off of the cavern wall. Anything else?
Nope.
Looks like it's the Gnoll's turn.
The Gnolls! They are going to get up. They are going to... He's going to turn an attack. He's going to turn... Brüz, you still resemble a Gnoll, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, both myself and my duplicitous self both look like the Gnoll Packlords.
Okay. He is completely confused by what he's seeing, so he's going to look around. He sees that Arthrin is in clear sight, so he's going to move to attack him instead. These two. They see what Kyro has just done, and they're going to freaking rush him, both at the same time.
How bold.
Yeah, well, there's, they're not that intelligent. The attack on Yell is going to be a spear attack. It's a 12 to hit. Attack on Arthrin is going to be an 8 to hit, so misses. And then the two gnolls, basically, they sweep around and they have their spears pointed at you against the wall. One's an 18 to hit. And one is a 13 to hit. So
One of them hits the 18.
okay. No. You sustain 8 points of piercing damage as he
Ow.
thrusts his spear into you. That is their turn. Can't do anything else. Eirys.
Okay. Would I be able to stay stealth if I moved over, twisted around Arthrin, and then attacked behind Arthrin? This one.
This one here.
Yeah.
I'll give you a stealth. You have to make a stealth check as you approach to see how well you can do that.
Okay. 26.
Yeah, well, you know what? Yeah, you're able to do it. As the Gnoll thrusts towards Arthrin, and Arthrin with his short sword in hand parries the blade, he kind of deflects him so that he's facing towards the wall, and you use that moment to sweep around. Go
Okay.
for it.
I'm gonna leap around, rapier and dagger in hand this time, and go.
Okay.
So, rapier. Natural 20. and just-
Nice.
Beautiful.
I'll take the 20.
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You get to double that sneak attack die too.
Okay. And what is a rapier again? I don't know what it is,
D8.
but
D8.
Yeah.
it's a sword.
Piercing damage.
D8.
It's a pokey
I'm gonna choose
sort
that
of
one.
sword.
Oh, this
It's
is
a
so
sword for
It's
poking.
slashy too.
Mostly it's pokey.
Okay.
It's for getting
Okay.
through armor.
Yeah.
10, 20.
Classified piercing damage.
Well, as you kind of move around, end up at the side of this creature and brandish your rapier and thrust, it goes straight through his side and appears to go through several vital organs, and it collapses.
Okay, I got 31 in one hit. I think that's the most I've ever done.
Wow.
Good job.
For now.
Yeah. Anything else?
Even more actually, because I didn't double the main die.
There you go.
Oh, I'm a beast. Okay. Okay. I will move over into combat. How far did I move just then? So I can move over.
You've got
to-
15 more feet.
Fine. I move over to this one.
Okay.
And just get all like, hi.
Yell.
I'm going to stab the guy next to me with my magic willy.
Okay.
I regret. I don't want to be involved in this.
Too late, you're here now.
I didn't realise it's this kind of party.
Wow.
Oh, I forgot to ask, how bad did their breath smell? Oh well.
What's your attack roll?
It's a 19 plus...
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's gonna hit.
Plus 6, so 25.
Yeah. Roll for damage.
That is 9 points of damage.
You thrust forward with the sword, sweeping it around. You catch the kind of edge of the spear, thrust it around, and in the same movement, cut across the chest. It goes, and as it opens its mouth and exhales, the breath is foul. It smells like dog shit mixed with dried lemons. He collapses.
What?
He's-
Random.
I don't know. It's
What a combination.
there's a tart aftertaste. Anyway,
Would you say it smells like high pie? Like the taste of high pie?
it smells like goblins fucking in the bushes. I don't know.
That's a disservice to goblins and what they do, which is probably beautiful.
In the bushes. Okay, yeah. Do you know what? I don't know.
Let's stop. I don't
Um,
need more descriptions.
I'm teasing.
I know.
Brüz,
I'm just
Brüz.
letting you know. I'm good.
Brüz, finish this.
Right, well,
Never it again.
Brüz's
Oh, nobody took a step forward.
duplicitous self is going
Oh,
to...
yeah, that's
Oh,
why I
there we
movement and
go.
stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was going to move in closer. My
Oh,
bad.
Please
sorry.
do.
Yeah, please do. Move yourself wherever you'd like.
Yes, absolutely.
I was going to move next to that one, I think.
Okay.
Just
Yay.
5 feet up, getting ready for combat.
Brüz is going to move into the middle between them there.
Yep.
Cool.
His duplicitous self will.
Mhm.
And as an action, he's going to cast... what am I going to go with here? Have either of these two down the end here been damaged yet?
Oh yeah.
But
Mm,
all
yeah.
of them have, yeah.
You threw an ice knife at one of them.
That's right.
And the
Yeah,
others
so
got hit
I'm
by
going to reach
various
out to
other
him
things.
again.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Frostbite.
Okay.
So must make a con save, con
Okay.
15 save, lest it take a. I'm going to cast this at second level.
Okay. It fails.
No, sorry, it's a cantrip, but never mind.
very cool.
So it's 2d6 cold damage.
Yeah.
Frosty.
And that's 9 cold damage.
Your duplicitous self
And-
reaches out and places his hands on the Gnoll's shoulders. He's already got like pieces of ice piercing his body all over, and as your hands kind of clasp him and the cold energy pulses in, the pieces of ice that are lodged into his flesh all begin to
Grow.
glow and freeze over. Ice layers crease onto his skin. His skin breaks in several places, and he yelps his last.
Huh.
Oh.
Well, that's unfortunate. I was just going to say he would have had disadvantage on his next weapon attack.
Disadvantage don't matter when you're dead. Okay.
The greatest disadvantage of all.
Duplicitous,
The greatest disadvantage of all.
Unless you're a necromancer.
Brüz's duplicitous self turns to the last Gnoll,
Yeah.
and forgetting that he can't cast Thaumaturgy as a bonus action, Brüz sort of gets the duplicitous self to start mouthing words. But only Ella and Joril at the back can hear him going again. Because he
Yeah.
Forgot.
trying to throw his
Alright,
voice and can't do it.
Arthrin sheaths his short sword, draws his longbow, and fires. He hits. It is a D8 for the longbow. Sorry, it is a D8 for the fact that he's already been wounded, and he didn't have advantage on the roll, so that's it. Oh, okay. 5. What does Arthrin add to his attacks? 2. So. Oh, that's kind of lame. The Gnoll takes 7 hit points of damage. And that is Arthrin's turn. Joril.
Hey, Joril, you can fire an arrow too if you want.
Okay.
I
Arrow
feel bad
time.
for this Gnoll now.
You can stand right next to
Last
Arthrin and fire at it.
Okay. I shall. I'll just excuse me.
Roll to hit.
This has gone from an amazing plan to a bully circle. Now I feel bad.
Excuse me, I want a bully too.
Take his lunch money.
Yep.
Well, You got
Yeah,
a 12.
that's 12.
Okay, a 12 to hit doesn't quite do it.
alas.
I'm gonna roll on a luck here.
Oh,
because
no.
he's surrounded by people.
I know, but
Oh no. You watch as the arrow flies straight past the Gnoll and into and through through Brüz's apparated extra.
Hooray!
like, oh no.
How negligible.
It would have
He
hit.
still goes sorry
No.
at him.
Duplicitous Gnoll turns and kind of gives the what is what?
Okay. Back at the top of
This
the
is-
turn.
The
Kira.
Gnoll that's alive is the one that hit me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna kill it.
Roll with advantage.
I crit.
Oh my
Love
god!
Kyro. He's
The
so
rolls! These rolls are insane!
Wow.
Let's see. 27, 8, 9. 29 points of damage.
There is a moment where, Yell, you see Kyro make a Pez dispenser out of a Gnoll, but it only lasts a moment. As he hacks away at the neck, the head comes back, a slither of flesh still holding its head on its body, before Kyro just brandishes both blades, and 5 pieces of Gnoll meat collapse to the ground.
I'm gonna use my offhand my bonus action to just take his weapon and shove it through his ribs.
Yep, that happens. So
Oh.
you're left with Kyro with a skewered Gnoll
So that's
rib,
done in all one motion.
and the rest of all of his head and his arms and his legs are just lying on the ground. The torso is held in place. Oof.
I would like some ears.
Yeah,
Okay.
I help start ripping off ears and looting.
I'm going to stealth and go deeper into the cave.
Okay. So Kyro needs to roll the stealth check. Eirys with the help of
Brüz
Yell.
Ooh,
Roll survival.
I critically
Brüz will
failed.
No,
I'm
I was
just
just
walking
gonna say,
perfectly normal.
Brüz grabs Kyro by the shoulder, goes, just be patient, and casts Blessing of the Trickster, which gives you advantage on stealth rolls for the next hour.
Say
I
again.
crit. Now I'm the knight.
Hold on. I need to just get my bearings here because there's quite a lot of stuff happening all at the same time.
Okay.
Okay.
So Eirys and Yell are currently hacking off Gnoll ears.
I got 10.
Brüz,
Is that with advantage?
you're saying that you see Kyro going further in,
Natural
so you
one.
use your duplicitous self to cast Blessing of the Trickster. Is that right?
Yes, on Kyro.
Okay.
So Brüz's duplicitous self kind of motions to stop and then casts through, and then
Okay.
So
And then I
for an
crit.
hour until I cast it again. So Ella doesn't have it at the moment, but now Kyro does for the moment.
Okay. So
So
natural
you have
one.
advantage.
Natural
I
one
do.
becomes natural 20, which is ridiculous. Means that you're able to move further in to the cavern.
I like having allies.
And you see the
I'd
rest
love
of
to take
this.
a look around.
Yeah. Make a perception check.
Investigate this whole zone. 20, just regular.
Okay. Just bear with me.
Diet 20.
Put some. Yeah.
I'm just using this time to explore this area and investigate, see if there's anything of note. This includes treasure, of course,
Oh,
but
that's not.
other notable things is fine too.
Okay. Just bear with me.
So Brüz is still
Okay.
in Gnoll form as well for
Okay.
the hour.
So that much you're able to see. You see
Especially
that,
if there are any additional gnolls.
you're able to see no gnolls in this chamber. It seems that there's the group that came out to meet you were
All
a
of them.
good number of them, maybe all of them, yeah. But as you kind of come in and you look around, you see entrances into adjacent sort of cavern ways. You're up against a wall where you currently stand. You see over here are stairs that lead to higher levels of this. But up here, kind of platforms, ways of that nature, and doorways, and natural cavern ways that lead into further sections of this cave. You seem to have done a rather, may I say it, spectacular job clearing out a large number of gnolls pretty quickly. But
Very good.
Did you say? Can you make a perception check? Did you make it?
Yeah, I got a 20.
A
A
20.
regular
Okay, yeah.
20.
On a 20, you will hear the sound of shuffling, of snarling, of howling, of gnolls communicating with each other deeper in this kind of cave system.
Okay. Can I tell approximately how many I can hear?
There's a lot. I mean, there's at least a dozen, maybe more. It's difficult
Okay.
to tell.
That's enough. Alright, I'm gonna head back to the rest of the people.
Okay.
Did I find any things, though,
This
of
length of
interest?
time.
Like items?
You'd have to make an investigation check to see what you could physically find, which
Okay.
would take up more time. Brüz, what were you doing again?
Okay, I won't worry about
I was going to say Brüz's end of the minute, so Brüz's duplicitous version would have dissipated.
Okay.
But Brüz is going to maintain the disguise of a Gnoll.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, Kyro, as you're walking out of the cave, there appears to be a gnoll.
No, where?
Oh, I know. You remember that Brüz did it at the door, so you figure.
Oh, yeah, he was following me.
Yeah. Okay.
He's the one who cast the magic
Brüz-
on me.
Brüz in
Yeah.
Gnoll form.
I hope
Yeah.
I remember.
Sorry, I'm being dumb.
No, it's okay.
There's a lot to think about.
Brüz
You wanted me to be surprised and attack.
waves
No, I
and
did.
smiles politely.
Yeah, I know an
Hello.
enemy when I see one. Usually
The
they're trying
nicest
to
gnoll
kill
you've
me.
ever met.
A gnoll smiling is quite something. Anyway, are you gonna if Brüz is just gonna stay there, everyone else is outside.
I go
Joril-
back to the entrance.
Yeah, Kyro's back at the entrance.
Hey,
Brüz is
Yeah.
just going to hang here in the cave just to keep an eye on the far sides to see if anything comes.
Okay, sure.
there's at least a dozen more in there. Do you guys want to fight them too?
Well, I think we did pretty well so far.
I'm in.
You think we can lure
Okay.
more of them into a death trap?
We could try that if you want. Just need more bait.
Brüz is
Well,
just gonna go sit
I've got
down by
an
the fire.
infinite amount of binacorns ready. But only one at a time.
Okay.
That depends on if we want to alert them that there's something here or not, basically. Luring some of them away, though, is good, if we can manage.
Infinite bicycles.
Sorry, Eirys and
Is there any food that
and Yell, can you just tell me what your survival checks on were for the Gnoll is?
10.
10. Yell?
Actually, let me retcon that. He doesn't call them binacorns. He would call them deer, because that's what he thinks they are.
Yes.
Sure.
So I was under the understanding that Jody had rolled advantage.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, I would have rolled a 20.
Did you roll with advantage, Eirys?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, sounds so sad.
Let me take some
I'm a rogue. I'm not used to low rolls.
7, 8.
Not with investigation, anyway.
So you're able to between trying to make your way around the creatures, many of whom are in pieces anyway, making it difficult to detach their ears or even to find them. You find 8. That's not obviously that's you'd expect there to be double the number of ears to gnolls, and there were quite a lot of gnolls there, but you're only able to find 8. So it's something. It's gold. It's something that can be exchanged.
It's possible some of them lost their ears before we came here.
Some of them got pretty mangled too.
Yeah, like
8,
Kyro is going like Shadow of Mordor on some of these gnolls.
You became
I'm
half
aiming for their
blinded.
vitals, though, not their ears.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, but
That would be if I missed.
Became the
Brüz,
ultimate blender.
make a perception check.
Brüz is not in the pool.
Oh, okay. That's frustrating. Yeah, it's difficult for me to know what to do about that then. In the meantime, you guys at the door, what are you guys going to do now?
Well, the majority seems to want to keep fighting gnolls, so we're probably going to head into the cave.
All right.
I vote if we're going to try to distract/lure some out, we should probably use, like, something not as big and obvious as a deer.
That wasn't quite a deer,
Whatever.
but
Horse.
I liked it.
Horn horse.
Well, it lured them just fine.
I mean, it worked. I'm not doubting that. It wasn't quite a deer.
If it wasn't a deer, what should I call it?
An abomination.
Sure.
You could probably be nicer than that.
I thought it was cute.
Horned horse.
Horned horse it is.
Horse with a horn.
Mhm.
Horny horses.
I don't think I'm pretty sure that means
Two-horned horse. There you go.
Two-horned horse.
It's not a real thing, so it doesn't actually
That's
matter.
very true. It doesn't actually exist.
You could name
What
it.
do you mean I made it real?
Name it whatever you want, man.
You need to get some wish spells so we can make them real.
No,
No, that's not what you use wish for.
no, it's not.
It is when you have infinite amount.
A new species of creature.
Anyway, we should stop talking. We're getting really close to
As you guys walk into the clearing, into the interior.
I'm gonna stealth once we get far enough.
Brüz is sitting by the fire, and I'm sorry, Brüz, but I'm gonna say that you fell asleep.
Very good. Very nice.
Sorry. He's there on a bench around this campfire. There appears to be an internal sort of series of crude tents, a couple of wooden like almost like fake faux dummy sort of training pieces around. Brüz has fell asleep and his body is just lying on the bench. He just decided now was a good time to take a nap. But yeah, this is the bit that you guys see. Most of the adjacent chambers are difficult to spot because there's walls immediately around you that lead to upper levels, higher platforms that lead into adjacent chambers. You can definitely see that there are tunnels that keep on going from here, but you can't see down them because of how high the ground is.
I think I'm gonna just say to my brother real quick before I stealth and let him know. I'm gonna try rocks, but if that doesn't work, you can use your thing.
Can I try and get a sense of which direction gnolls are in? Either by like seeing tunnels lit up or hearing. Or...
Yeah, perception.
I'd like to go in the direction of the gnolls I heard.
Nope. That's a 12.
You're vaguely aware, Eirys, of the sounds of echoing seemingly in all directions. Let me indicate, like from this direction, from this direction, from this direction, from this direction. It's difficult to really tell, but there appear to be echoes and movements from deeper into the cave, and it can't really you can't place exactly where. Kyro, you're gonna keep on going. You head up there.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm stealthed. So I've got.
What was your roll?
A 24 on stealth.
A 24.
Mm-hmm.
Kyro still has that advantage too.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. For an hour, so I'm just gonna keep going until I see gnolls, I guess.
Okay.
So I go here. I'll look down that passageway.
You do so, and because of that stealth roll.
I mean, I'll stand right there.
Yeah. You're gonna take a look down here.
Go that way.
This is just a wall over here.
Okay, I'll go over to where the fork is and look down both the passageways.
Okay, this one down here. Oh, I'm gonna just show that you. It just appears to be
it's a little
small
thing, yeah.
cubby hole, and then down here, you stealth across and you just glance around the corner here to see.
Ooh, there's only 3. Okay, I'm gonna go back and let the others know about this. Okay, so I go down back to where they are, and I'm going to motion at them and be like, I found a little just room with just 3 of them in it. We could probably kill them all rather quickly, I imagine.
Brüz,
we don't necessarily
lure them out.
I don't think that would be necessary. I think we can just walk into the room and kill them before they have time to make too much noise.
It looks like maybe they're.
I think what we should do is some of us should be waiting in the passageway to ambush whatever ones run past to reinforce those ones, assuming
Guys, I think maybe we should go for it now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Brüz is going to start making his way up to that point.
So I think me, Eirys, Yell should go in and kill them.
These walls that you see along this way here are obviously, you can try and climb up them if you want, but it's probably easier to go for the stairs.
I rolled 27.
On stealth?
Yeah, I want to.
Very good.
Alright. Are we all making stealth checks then?
Well, yeah. Some of us are gonna stay in this behind this rock, basically, and if gnolls come past, you guys can ambush them.
Okay. Arthrin will make a stealth check.
There's also like a little tiny room over there if some of you want to like wait in there as well.
I'll
Whatever you
make a
guys
stealth
want.
check as well.
The goal is we're gonna try
And
to kill
that's an
those ones quickly
18.
so they don't make too much noise. But you
Brüz
never know
got a
what's gonna
16
happen.
for his stealth check.
I got double digits.
Hello, what are you doing?
Got an
10.
11.
10 it is. Oh, okay. Oh, that'd be better than 10.
Join us.
Hello, what are you up to?
Oh, you with us?
I'll just hang back.
What? On your own?
What? No. Please come here, please.
I
Oh.
look over. I look
Sorry, I
over.
didn't
and I'm
realize
like,
I would have gone in.
I try
That's fine.
to motion for you to stay with the group.
Yeah, I'll come.
Brüz turns to them, walks forward in his Gnoll form, and goes,
What?
I could step forward and try and beckon them out, and we could attack them out here, if you like.
Okay, that's actually not a bad idea. The entryway is rather narrow.
Okay, so Brüz is going to move just into the sort of visual range here in the start of the tunnel. He's going to try again with his performance roll to replicate more of a Gnollish sound. I'm guessing
Okay.
it's still at disadvantage.
Yeah.
He gets a 19 and a 7.
Okay. So
So
you walk in, and you begin
performance,
shattering.
that's 10 plus 3.
Okay.
Plus
Oh, so
10.
it's a 13. That's not as bad at all.
No, it's a 7 plus 3 equals 10.
So
Oh,
So
10.
he,
as
thought it was a
you walk in and you begin shattering, and the
That sounds
gnolls,
okay.
they appear to be shattering amongst themselves. They're saying, I mean, it's difficult. You don't understand what they're saying, but they all turn to look at you as you walk in, confused.
walk up to,
Yeah.
and Brüz will speak.
Mhm.
Just
And,
walk away.
and he'll point out towards the door, and then he's going to run off. So, like, say with some urgency, and then run
Okay.
back out.
Which I imagine is sort of like a human coming up and going, ah, blah, 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 and then running away.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's fun. It's more like, ah, hey, and then running away.
Okay. You guys
You
hear
did get
from
a 10.
you guys hear from around the corner. A gruff Gnoll voice. And Brüz, what's your wisdom modifier?
My wisdom modifier is +4.
Okay, so
I'm
you're
pretty
able
fucking wise.
you're able to see basically this Gnoll creep around with a longbow in hand and an arrow knocked, and he moves around the edge of this wall to take a peek. You see him doing this,
Yep.
and he moves back, and you see from where you are, he turns around to his compatriots and gives a sort of affirmatory nod, and the Pack Lord leans back and a loud
What?
howl echoes around the
no.
chamber. And with
He's telling everyone that
But-
we're here.
They don't know we're here, right? Well, okay, maybe they saw us.
okay.
I thought we were stealthed rather well.
Shall we
I got an 11.
Should we
Shall-
re-roll initiative?
is it necessary? Let's re-roll initiative.
That sucks.
Oops.
All right. Man,
You
these
also
gnolls are
stole 2 of the points you lost.
perceptive.
Okay, should we give it a 1 minute marker to update your initiative roll?
Hmm. I'm done.
All right.
Okay. I got it.
Is that all done?
Yeah?
Magic. Magic. Okay, so
I should have just walked in there and killed them.
you hear basically Yell. You hear the Here we go. Yeah, I like music. Yell. You hear the Gnoll howling, and you're not sure what's going on. Apart from the howling is echoing around, and then from behind you hear in the adjacent chambers padding of feet and snarling and guttural howling from the adjacent chambers as feet approach. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't hear that.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, thank you. I'd say everybody is able to hear this.
You would only hear the howl.
Okay.
If somebody could just block off that area right there, that'd be super helpful. This area, or even that area.
You saying that? Yeah. Are you saying
if it's just footfalls and stuff, I wouldn't
Okay.
hear the footfalls.
So, what are you going to do upon hearing the howl?
I guess charge round.
All right, go for it.
Let's see, what have I got? Oh, I can get right up to that guy. Excellent.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
You
I'm
run
just
around.
gonna let you tank all 3 of those, because
And
There's
as you
more
run around,
coming.
you see that there's one immediately there who's stealth with a longbow. And as he sees you, he hurriedly lets off an arrow shot because you're right next to him. It's a
If
natural
it's within
2.
5 feet, it's disadvantage. Oh, it's
Yeah,
natural
yeah.
2.
Natural 2 with disadvantage because he's so shocked to see you and you're right next to him. So, misses completely.
I'm gonna swing my sword.
Swing your sword.
I'm gonna swing it real good because I get a natural 20.
Oh, no way. Wow, okay. Roll damage.
I am going to defensive flourish it
Okay.
because there is 2 more just around the corner.
Yep.
Where are we? And I get to double that dice as well. Although I still only get the whatever I roll as my AC.
Yep.
So that doubled is that doubled is that. Altogether, that makes... plus I get to add my modifiers. I forgot about that. So that's 18 plus... that is 23 points of magical slashing damage.
Yeah, so you run around, he releases the arrow, and you just slash across and just rends a great tear in the front of this creature. It hits the wall and slides down.
And my AC is 17 for the next turn.
All right. The howl is still echoing around the chamber. Yella's run in and torn a great hole in one of the enemies, killing it. Brüz, what are you going to do?
So Brüz is going to move up to... Oh, wrong button. Brüz is going to move up to just inside the entry here, where you can see that that chieftain, that pack lord.
Okay, yeah.
Can he get a clear? Has he got a clear line from there?
Not quite.
Not quite.
There's rock in the way, slightly obscuring your view.
Okay.
It's a cantrip, it doesn't hurt to try.
No, it's going to be something a bit more than that. Was the plan, but no, that's fine. So Brüz is going to sort of step up to that point there, and that's not going to work. All right. So from that point, with whatever disadvantage it goes, he's going to cast one of his cantrips.
Okay.
And which one should we choose? We will do Frostbite.
All right, roll to hit.
No, it's a con 15
Oh, I see.
saving
Okay.
throw.
Yep, I was going to say you can do that. He rolls an 11.
So he fails and suffers. How's that? 4 and 3 is 7. 7 cold damage.
All right, yeah. You raise your hand, and the droplets of air around in this cavernous chamber begin freezing around the body of this larger gnoll, and he shrieks and he moves his body, and pieces of it break and cut into his skin.
Oh,
All right.
I have an
And
idea.
then using the rest of his movement, he's just going to pop around here
All right.
into this little spot here.
Yep.
And then turn and kind of keep a wide eye towards the main hall
Okay.
and that entry.
All right then. Kyro, it's on you.
Okay, so I'm considering doing something kind of fun. Okay. I'm going to go up this wall and stealth up there, and I'm going to come down on any gnoll that, ends up in this area.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you're trying to hide, like, in the crevice between the top of the wall and the ceiling.
Yep.
You
Like
know,
the wall here and the ceiling. It's a tunnel.
it's about 10 feet tall. I'm going to say that you don't quite get to the very top of this wall, but you're in a position where you can try and hide. Go for it.
Okay. I crit.
Oh my goodness, guys. How many natural
So
20s do you
I'm
need?
just gonna wait
We
for
need all of them. All of them.
get here, and then I'm going to. I'm able to use my bonus action as well, right?
You've used your bonus action to try and hide.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'll just use my attack then when I see it.
You can hold an action because you haven't used an action yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So you're holding a melee attack, or
Yeah, melee attack.
okay? To think about it, if you're 10 feet up in the seat on the side of the wall, you can hold a bow attack if you want.
A bow attack, sure.
Yeah, because
That's
they're
fine.
gonna come past and
Works for me.
will they be in your melee range?
It gets hard to say on a
Yeah, if
2D
you're climbing up the
plane.
side of the wall. If you're
because
climbing up the side
technically
of the
you'd be
wall-
sideways up that 10 feet. So then, how far down can you reach from that? And
yeah.
difficult to say without actually it being a 3D plane to
It's
show.
okay. We don't have to worry about it. I will shoot.
Particularly as you're basically crouching down in your sideways place on the wall, trying to.
Oh, in that
to
case,
obscure
as soon
yourself
as
from
it's
view.
within my ranged weapon.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. All right then.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your
Here
turn.
is a boulder on the wall.
When is that, by the way? Like here?
Yeah, as soon as you see them, like based on your current field of sight, you're not going to see anything outside
Okay,
of that
got
arc.
it.
So it'll be
Alright,
it'll
I'll
be
just wait.
somewhere around here.
Waiting for
maybe?
some gnolls.
Okay, so let's deal with these guys at the front first. 1, 2, 3.
Oh hey.
1, 2. They're going to rush
Oh
you.
hey.
And let's do the movement of the rest first. 1, 2, 3, 4. As this guy comes around, 5, 6. He
Say that water bottle.
sees.
What?
That
He
water
sees
bottle.
these guys over here, so he's
Thanks.
going to start running towards them. Kyro, he'll come within your range of sight there. 1, 2, 3,
All right.
4, 5, 6. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I got a 21.
3, 4, 5, 6. That hits. 1, 2.
Okay, I will
3,
roll
4,
damage.
4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3,
That's
4,
your
Is-
5.
This would not be considered before they took their turn, right?
No, this is on their turn, so
Okay, it's fine.
we won't crit.
I'm just double checking.
1, 2,
All right.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Do, do, do,
1,
do,
2,
do,
3,
do.
4,
What is
5,
my
6.
damage?
1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's
1, 2,
36
3,
plus
4,
4.
5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
12 damage.
3, 4, 5. Okay. So as the Gnoll comes round from a source that he doesn't see, there's a dart that flies out of the air and pierces his skin. He kind of takes it, and these guys, what are they going to do? As he takes the bolt, his gaze kind of comes around, and he sees Arthrin.
That makes sense. He's got a bow.
He moves across to try. Actually, no, that was his original movement. He's going to dash. He'll dash to close the gap. But as he'll do,
Thanks, Arthrin.
He'll run off and slide down here, pushing himself down there, and Arthrin gets shoved back. That's all he can do with his turn.
It's going up. That's
Yeah,
what's
yeah, yeah.
going down.
It's going up, it's going up, it's going up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. These guys are just dashing through. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15,
I'm still hidden
20,
too,
25,
so I
30.
could get
You are?
them.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Very
25,
nice.
30. Yep, that's what I do. I set them up so you can knock them down. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Man, there's so
25,
many.
30.
Yeah.
Yep, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
They're all clustered together all nicely.
We could shove them down the cliff.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, they'd probably take some falling damage
then shoot
if they weren't doing it on purpose.
You watched as the Gnoll that went for Arthrin just basically ran off of the edge and he kind of slid down the kind of sheer wall. He didn't sustain damage as such, but he just let his momentum clatter into Arthrin. Who's now
But
shoved
if you
back.
shoved one and they fell on their back or something, that'd probably hurt.
Yeah, sure, you can definitely try.
At the very least, they'd be prone. Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Yep. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Might be
I'm
there
going
shortly.
to
Yep.
block this way.
So yeah, you guys, on the far end of this chamber, you see just another cloud of horde of gnolls just running into the room, seeing all of you. The majority of this group back here unsling longbows as they're running along, these guys wielding spears. Thank you for your patience while I was moving all of those guys. The Gnoll is going to attack Yell, regular Gnoll.
This is the regular Gnoll.
The regular Gnoll. That's a 6. It fails to hit.
Indeed, it does.
The Pack Lord is going to take up something that looks like just a spear with a jagged edge and swing it wildly twice at you. Natural 1. Okay, there we go. It's a 23 to hit.
My AC is 17, so no, yeah, that hits.
All right. Let's have a think. Where are my d10s? I swear I had them all set out. There we go. You take 5 hit points of slashing damage from the glaive, and it's going to turn. It's going to the last thing it'll do on its turn is it will turn to the Gnoll next to it and go.
I'd like to use my reaction to use Hellish Rebuke on the Pack Lord.
Oh, okay. It'll make a cons. Is it a
Dex save?
Dex save. 18.
Yeah, that succeeds.
Half damage. There's a burst of fire that wreaths around its body, and it manages to steer itself away from the worst of the flames. And
Damn it, that was a good one. So that was 14 plus 8.
Whoa.
Is
22 is half to 11.
Damn it, that was a good one. Why do you have to save that one? Jeez.
Yeah, that's really good. So as his body burns, he grabs the Gnoll next to him, shoves it into your face, and it takes another attack. A natural 1. It clatters into you as you're reciting the incantation, and it just doesn't respond to what its boss wanted him to do. That is the Gnoll's turn. Thank you for your patience, Joril.
Okay. I'm gonna move over here so that I don't accidentally shoot Ella.
Okay.
Hopefully. And I'm gonna try to shoot the one that's next to Arthrin so that he'll maybe have an easier time with that one.
Okay.
If I can, I want to maybe get it in the legs or something so that its movement is hindered.
Okay. You can roll. You can definitely roll to try and hit a more specific target than just the enemy, but that will increase the armor class.
Just try to hit it with your.
No, I'll just hit it.
Okay. Yeah.
Roll your 20.
All right. Well, that's not gonna hit anyway.
Okay. You
Unless you're lucky.
Unless I'm lucky. What do you mean?
I mean, like, if the Gnoll's very unlucky, rather, and doesn't wear any armor for some reason.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're. Well, anyway, so
It's a 7.
I rolled a 7 to hit.
Okay. That fails to hit. Is there anything else you want to do on this turn?
You could heal me with a bonus action or something.
Where are you at?
I'm over here on the ceiling.
Okay, I'll go ahead and heal you then.
Make it sound like, why didn't you think to look for me there?
Healing word.
Yeah, just How much do you need? Like,
I only got nicked in the previous fight. Like, you don't
Okay,
have
so
to.
I'll
just
use the
if you want
first
to use your
level
bonus
one then.
action.
Okay.
so like
Fire away.
A.
Or yell. I'm sure. I think.
Hey, get better!
Okay.
I mean, like, he just.
How much do I get healed?
D4 plus charisma modifier.
Let's see.
No, I'm asking what the. But yes,
I'm looking for my D4.
it's the triangle one.
I know there's not any. Here we go.
That's a 4. Yeah.
Plus 3 is.
That's pretty good.
My maximum
That's
amount,
7.
which is 7,
All right.
which is also what I rolled to hit.
I'm feeling like nothing happened basically.
All right. That'll be Joril.
Mm-hmm.
Eirys. it's on
He
you.
whistles, staying alive, and makes you get better.
I am. How's this one seen?
It's it's fresh as a daisy. There was one that got hit by an arrow and then slid off the higher platform onto the lower one.
She wants to know if it's Sar.
So I was stealth, but I'm guessing this one seen me because I was kind of stealth for like guys. I assume there's no like outcropping of rock that I'm hiding behind from
Not
this
really.
perspective.
You're
Cool, okay.
you're obviously out of line of sight for those guys, but these guys can see you.
Yeah, I figured. Okay, I'm gonna run over.
Okay.
Okay, straight rolls. Rapier is 19.
Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
Cool. Just straight. I'm so used to using sneak attack now. It was
Yeah.
weird not using.
Yeah. totally.
Okay. That's a 6 plus. Is it 4? Yeah, 6 plus 4. 10 on my rapier.
Mhm.
And then I'll roll with my dagger. Oh, that's even better to hit. That's 25 to hit.
Okay, good. What was the first damage? Sorry, can you say that again?
10? Yeah,
Thank
10.
you. Thank you.
And this is just a straight D. No.
Yes.
I got a 4 though.
Okay,
So-
so yeah, you thrust forward with your rapier and you impale. It goes in several inches, and then as it kind of like moves back, you just slash forward with the dagger in your left hand, and it makes impact in the shoulder, cutting deep. Yeah, that is a bedraggled-looking Gnoll.
Cool.
Okay,
That's my turn.
Arthrin is going to go "Rah!" as he gets shoved into by this Gnoll. Again, the short sword comes out. Let me see. Yeah, he's going to hold off for now. He's going to roll to hit. He does. It is short sword, and he's wounded. 6 plus 2 is 8. Yeah, he brings the sword up and clashes across the face, the Gnoll weakening significantly as he makes impact. He turns to Ella and he goes, "If you got some kind of magic shit, I'd really appreciate it."
Ella's turn.
Ella's turn. They're all grouped up. There is a large rock immediately beside
Ooh, an
you.
AoE would be sweet.
What are you going to do?
I like kind of smiles and giggles, and then she's gonna cast. What shall she cast? Let's try Ray of Frost again.
Okay.
These are very chilly gnolls.
Yes.
They get in the cold shoulder.
Are you trying to hit the one that's attacking Arthrin, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd imagine.
What is the hit?
23.
That
After
hits.
2 times.
Ray Frost. Yeah. Totally.
Woohoo! That'll slow it down too.
What is it?
What's the damage?
It's a brain freeze.
11.
So yeah, you guys watch as Ella creates the arcane energy in her hands to create a kind of ball of ice, like almost like a snowball but glowing blue. And she throws it. It makes impact with the side of the Gnoll's head, and the head freezes over and shatters and collapses down to the ground.
This is actually very fun.
Arthrin looks up. Oh, thanks. Anything else you want to do, Ella?
You're welcome. I might just take a step back, actually,
Okay.
so I can see that it's not. Move myself here a bit.
All right. Is that it?
Yep.
Yell.
Well, I'm gonna look at Mr. Big Bad Butt Face there, and he's just hit me. And that's not very nice. And this makes me kind of angry. I would like to rage.
Did he hit Yell on the last round?
Oh yeah, y'all got hurt.
Did
And I
he
had
have his disadvantage for having been frostbitten?
No, he didn't. It's too late.
Whoops.
I'm afraid it's too late for me to retcon that now.
All
But
right.
no, so I apologize for that. I lost track of that. Yell, you
Yes,
are raging.
disadvantage this time.
I am raging.
Yeah.
I will swing my sword at the pack leader because he's a big butt face.
All right.
That is 19 to hit.
That'll do. Roll damage.
Wait, dirty 20 to hit.
Yep.
I get +6 on that. That one. You. Yeah. 7 plus. Add all my things. 7 plus. That is. That plus that is 14 points of slashing damage.
14.
14 magical slashing damage.
Yeah.
Because I am raging!
As it rends through the Pack Lord's body, it reels back. It's hurting. It's hurting.
Ah, okay.
Anything else?
No, because I have bonus action and I've actioned.
Okay. Brüz, you can hear the
Okay,
sounds
he-
of clashing around you. You can see Yell hacking away at the gnolls.
So Brüz is just going to. Oh, wrong button again. Get that one. Click. Okay, he's going to move just over here, just a little
Alright.
bit further forward, and he's going to cast Frostbite on that that same butt face.
Okay, go for it.
So that's your con saving throw, please.
All right, it's a nat 2, so that fails.
Fails. So he takes 2d6, and that's 7 cold damage.
All right,
And he is at disadvantage on his next weapon attack.
cool. Thank you for the reminder. I apologize for that.
Perfectly alright.
Anything else?
And as a bonus action.
Yep.
No, because it's a spell as well. Damn it. He his bonus action. He does nothing. He calls out to Yell and says, "Just remember, that guy, he's not going to be as quick next attack."
Okay.
Got it.
Kyro, you are unseen. Actually, you.
Like a boulder off the wall.
When you shot that arrow, you gave away your location actually. But yeah, you're currently in a position over them, crouching down against the wall.
That's fine. I'm just going to move right over here and stab this one in the back.
Okay. Because Eirys is there, you get the advantage. You get the flank.
Yes. Yes, I do. Let's use this one. A 19?
That'll hit. Don't forget your sneak attack.
16. 16 total.
Yeah, okay. You run around the wall, you jump off, and you feel a strange shift in gravity as your legs leave the wall, and you 3-point land it and thrust out with your blade, cutting the gnoll down.
Alright, then I'll turn around and use my offhand to slash at the one behind me.
Do it.
Alright. Do I have advantage on that guy or not?
Nope.
Okay, just a regular hit then.
Yep.
23.
Oh wow, that'll hit. That'll hit. Roll
10 damage.
Oh wow, yeah, you thrust out with the second blade and carve a great wheel across the front of this one as well. These gnolls are falling before you. That is that.
Gnoll mower.
The gnolls. This one is gonna move this way to take a swing at you.
Sure.
As the other ones keep on moving, it kind of it clatters back.
Is he able to just move through my space?
No, it moves between the rock and you.
Oh, okay, my bad.
But yeah, this one sees his friend get blasted and will jump this way, clattering towards Ella, seeing his friend get blasted. These ones, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20,
Ugh.
5, 10, 15, 5, 10, is he still there? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10.
I'm not in a good spot.
Okay, let's do this in order then. The Gnoll Pack Lord is going to... well, actually, I need to roll for that first. Okay. Gnoll Pack Lord takes the first attack at disadvantage on Yell. He rolls... That's not bad for a disadvantage. He gets a 12.
That
which
misses.
Is... Sorry, 12 plus 5 is 17.
Miss it, that hits.
Okay, I apologize for misleading. You sustain 4 points of slashing damage from that attack. The
No, I
next
don't.
one...
I take 2.
Oh yeah, because you're raging. Excuse me.
Hooray!
21 to hit on the next one.
No, that misses.
You take 5 points of damage halved to 2 because you are raging. And then with its Insight Rampage action, it will get the gnoll that's beside it to take a swipe at you. It does so. It rolls a 16 to hit.
That hits.
You take 7 points of piercing damage halved to 3. That gnoll is now going to take its regular action, having used its reaction for that, to take another swipe. It's a 17. Whew.
That hits.
The rolls are coming around. You take 5 hit points halved to 2 because you are raging. So they're just wildly... the larger one's shoving the other one in his face. He's poking wildly. He's slashing out with his glaive. Sharp-edged sort of spear, strange hybrid weapon. And you're starting to feel the effects on your body of the nicks and the scratches from this battery. The gnolls...
I've taken a total of 14 damage.
Yeah. The gnoll on Ella is going to try and attack. It rolls a 16. Ella, what's your armor class?
Miss.
Okay.
Aha!
Then there are gnolls surrounding Kyro. The first one is going to thrust out with his spear. It's a natural 1. The next one is going to thrust out with its spear. It's a 14.
That does not hit.
Okay. And the Pack Lord that's there is going to go with his glaive.
Cool.
12.
That doesn't hit.
16.
Oh, 16 does.
You take... Excuse me. You take 9 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
And again, similarly, the Backlord snarls loudly, invigorating the gnoll immediately next to him to take another attack, which misses.
I dodged 3. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was
3 out of 4.
very good. Okay, the gnolls that are up here on the far side have bows drawn.
Oh, man.
Arthrin kind of looks around and he sees them line up. He turns to Ella and goes, "Fuck!"
Arthrin should probably, move.
It's not his turn, I'm afraid. The
Yeah.
Gnolls are going to unleash a volley. 1, 2,
Just in
3,
general.
4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Man, if Arthrin dies, we don't have to go to the city.
That's the spirit.
What's Arthrin's armor class? I think it's actually quite good, isn't it? 16, so that doesn't hit. One crit hits and 3 just regular hits. Oh man. Oh, they're D8.
Oh, I'm not gonna have to do some healing.
Finally.
Might.
And it's plus 1. 7, 8, 9, 14, 15, 16, 17. 2, 3. He takes 20 points of piercing damage from the barrage of bow shots from the gnolls, and then the pack lord that's with them, kind of like as he kind of raises his hand and he puts it down, signaling for them to fire, and they do so, and Arthrin suddenly just goes pelted with all manner of arrows. One of them goes straight into the upper kind of clavicle area, and as that happens, the Gnoll pack lord kind of grunts in affirmation and raises his own. He fires once. Okay. 12 misses, and again. Oh no! It hits. 2, 3, 4. 4 piercing damage. Arthrin takes, what was that collectively? 5 arrows from that volley, and is left just about standing on his feet. In fact,
I'm glad we have this big rock.
I'm going to say that he collapses down. He falls to the ground, just having been swept off his feet by that volley of arrows.
Oh, hey, good. Now they have disadvantage to hit him with their arrows.
He's still conscious, but yeah. There's just
yeah. Like, hopefully, if he's smart, he'll play dead so that they don't bother hitting him.
Joril.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to heal him. Obviously.
All right.
Cool. How? With your healing word?
Yeah, I've got a healing word.
I'd use the big one.
I'm gonna use the big healing word.
Actually, you could go over and cure wounds him, maybe.
What?
Actually, retcon. No, he doesn't get blown off to his feet because that's not an effect of being shot. I apologize. Yeah, but what are you going to heal him? Is it healing word?
Yeah, maybe I should actually go over and heal him.
Okay.
You might get hit by that one Gnoll, but if you can skirt past him.
Huh. I don't think there's any skirting past him.
You'd have to go on the edge of the cliff.
I'm going to say to that you can certainly try.
Don't.
I promised my brother that I wouldn't make stupid decisions.
Yay!
So I will use the big healing word.
Yay!
Okay. So what level?
Which is so that's a second level healing word.
So it's.
And then you can use your
2d4.
action to shoot the Gnoll.
And then I'll also use my action to shoot the Gnoll.
And maybe back up more.
Yeah, and I'll also...
More Gnolls are coming.
I will also back over the... what's a good place to be?
Just right up against the wall, really.
Yeah, with nowhere to run.
We're not in a great place.
All right.
I'll just be right over here.
I mean, we're in a better place than Arthrin, though.
Okay. So it's 2d4 plus your charisma modifier for healing.
Alright, and my charisma mod is +3, so let's go. And that's 4.
Nice.
And 4.
Wow.
Oh, wow,
So altogether, that's 8 plus 3, which is
11.
11.
Hey, good job.
Which is the most I could possibly do.
You're so good at healing.
I make the most heartfelt rendition of Staying Alive that I've ever done, and
it really touches Arthrin
Staying
on a
alive.
spiritual level, and it heals him.
That's true, and he
and also I try to shoot the Gnoll that is in front of me
all right.
while doing that, and I roll a not as good, but it's because I was focusing so much on healing. And that's
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13.
Okay, a 13's a hit. Sorry.
Oh, hey, that's enough. Let's go. And that's 8 points of damage.
I'm going to let this happen. Okay, yeah, sure. 8 points. Cool. Yeah, you fire with the bow and it grazes across the Gnoll's body, cutting somewhere pretty vital, actually, causing quite a lot of bleeding, more bleeding than you would have thought it would have done. That's you. Eirys.
Okay. How much did you heal Arthrin? Is he still looking like pretty bad?
As the healing magic, there's radiating light from his body, and as it radiates from within the wounds, a couple of the arrows go out of him. There's still.
It sounded like you were about to start a beatbox.
there's a couple of there's signs that his shock is kind of overcome with a bit of relief, but he's still wounded.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna move my way over.
Sure, he'll move.
I am going
soon.
to get an attack. Well, this guy could attack of opportunity
Okay.
as I move.
Why?
Natural 1. Guys, you're rolling so many nat 20s, and I'm rolling so many nat 1s. It's unbelievable.
I know, it's great.
Now I have disadvantage on all my attacks.
Okay, I'm gonna go here.
Yeah.
I don't have disadvantage, but
Okay, so I don't know how this works, because if you feed a potion to an unconscious person, it uses an action to do it, right?
Yeah.
He's awake. Is it awkward if I just like start feeding him a potion while he's unconscious? It's less awkward when they're unconscious, right?
I'm going to say that you can use a bonus action to sweep the bottle out and give it to him. But if you wanted to use your action, you could actually feed it him and he'll get the benefit from the healing. It would be really weird. It would be like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think... Okay, yeah, actually, no, she doesn't care about social awkwardness, so I suppose she probably would. I wouldn't, but she would.
Okay. So
okay.
You use your action to sweep out a potion of healing and force it down his gullet. He kind of sees you sweeping around, the spear of the Gnoll next to you just missing as you sweep around, swooping around Ella, sliding along the ground, and then he sees you sweep into your pocket and pull out a potion of healing. He's like, what you... It hits him in the mouth and it heals him for...
Okay, 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
Was that an action to do that for me? So I still have a bonus action, or is it?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna insightful fighting this jet.
What was the healing?
Oh, sorry, I'm rolling it. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, 2d4 plus 2. Roll good, please. Oh, 3 and a 4. That was pretty good. So
7, 9.
9.
Okay.
You heal 9. Oh, I'm so glad because that took a potion.
As you force feed it into him, and he's suddenly his lips meet the bottle. You upend it, and he swallows inadvertently. He's looking a lot better. Shocked, surprised. The Gnoll's deception check was a 4.
Oh, thank goodness.
What was yours?
Mine was. It's insight, isn't it?
Yeah.
11, but I only rolled a 5, so.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. You're pretty sure
You
you
did
got a
great.
read on this one.
Okay, cool.
Kyro's gonna use his reaction to yell at Arthrin and tell him to get Eirys out of the line of fire. Get behind that rock!
Yeah, do that. He's gonna run around and do the same.
Grab Eirys!
he's gonna. He's still got his short sword in his hand. Actually, he's gonna.
Sure.
He's gonna attack the Gnoll. There.
She's
He's
not
got
going to be able to move out of the way in time.
advantage because Ella's there. It hits. It's a d6. It's a d8 because it's that. Advantage means he gets the extra d6 damage because he is Rogue Boy, and Rogue is OP. 6, 9, 10. What's the extra shit for a short sword? 11, 12. Okay. Gnoll takes 12 hit points of damage as he slashes at it. Still alive. He moves around this way and just about gets there. Screaming to Eirys, "Get out of the way!"
Yeah, he needed to physically move her, but he's not, which means I hate him. I hate him so much.
He tried to cut the Gnoll down, and
Listen,
he failed.
we're all doing our best.
It's
okay.
I really.
Ella, it's your turn.
We're all concerned about Ella and Eirys and everyone.
Okay, whatever. It's fine.
Ella, you see the Gnoll just get slashed across the side, and he's looking dead on his feet. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna cast catapult.
Catapult
At 2nd level.
on whom?
The ones in front of me.
The ones in front of you directly,
Mm-hmm.
like these ones.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, it's easy enough for you to just extend the magical energy around and grab a boulder, a small rock, or whatever thing. What's the weight limit? Is it like 8 pounds or something?
1 to 5 pounds.
Okay, so it's just like a fairly sized sort of stone on the ground and fling it across this space. They need to make, is it dexterity
Dex
saves?
save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Gnoll number 1 succeeds, takes half damage. Roll number 2 is a 12 beating your spell save DC?
It's 4.
Okay, so it will fail, and then the Pack Lord manages to get out of the way. Okay, so this one, sorry, excuse me. This one fails, and these two succeed, so we'll take half damage. Roll the damage, let's see what it is.
$18.
18? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the stone goes through this like line of guys, picking up by your magical energy. It flies this way, makes impact hard with the one in front, and goes straight through his head. Just blows him away. And then the other two gnolls take the damage as well. This one next to you, Kyro, takes an impact hard and seems really, really bedraggled and dazed by the impact. Cool. All right. So that's your turn. Anything else?
No, I'm gonna stay.
Okay. Yell.
Okay. So, I, in my rage, I'm going to attack the big bad butt face.
Okay.
Oh, Buttface has had it coming.
It's 18 plus 6.
Yeah, that hits.
4.
That hits.
I'm going to Slashing Flourish,
Okay.
which means the guy next to him will also take the damage.
Okay.
Not with a roll like that, though. 9 points plus 5 plus 2. That's 16 points of slashing damage to them.
To both of them. Whoa.
Yes.
Okay, so the Pack Lord in front of you, as he raises his sharp-edged spear to thrust forward again, you dive out of the way, slash, and take off his head. And the blow continues going and buries deep into the gnoll on this side. That's
Bonus action, I'm just going to look at him and say, boo.
He's doesn't understand what you're saying, but is intimidated anyway. Okay. Cool. That's a turn. Unless there's anything else.
No, not related to my turn.
Brüz.
Just the fact that if Ella casts Reduce on herself, she can use Mage Hand as a getaway.
I have a DM question first.
Okay.
When it says 15-foot radius sphere,
Yeah.
how much up in flat land here? I don't know, this space here, can you see my arrow?
Yeah.
That point. So is it 15-foot sphere, like that big from the middle to the outside?
Yeah. So
Or
that would be the other
is
side of it.
That big. Right.
No. Pythagoras
Okay,
theorem
well
doesn't
then-
apply in the world of D&D. Actually, wait.
It depends what thing you're using. It doesn't apply properly on this.
Yeah.
You can set it so it does apply properly.
Hang on. Let me just see.
Hey, are you alright?
Here we go. That's better. So yeah, I guess we'll let it be an actual 15-foot sphere.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah,
so
like, it's basically the entire space that we're in up here.
what I'd like to do as perfectly as possible is to create a sphere in the area there, sort of from there all the way across
Yeah.
there, so to speak,
Yeah.
leaving the very edge of it just at these stairs.
Okay, these ones. Like that?
Yep.
Okay.
So just in the that sort of space there.
Yeah.
But Brüz is going to just step out from behind where he is, call out to everybody out there, and say, if you don't mind falling back to me, please, I have a suggestion. And he's going to cast darkness on
Excellent.
that area that I just
Okay.
described.
God bless
and
Brüz.
basically,
Yeah.
a darkness just falls on the area.
Yeah. Okay.
And everyone in that
Super-
space.
Yeah!
So it's
Alright.
like
Can't fall
non-magical light can't illuminate it. Dark
Yep.
vision can't see through it. That whole space just goes.
Okay. Yeah. So, to all of you, you hear Brüz yell out, and then suddenly you're engulfed in darkness, and it's big enough to take all of you. Like that's it. Basically, all of
Even
this.
me and Kyro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should get everybody down there, including the 3 gnolls that surrounding Kyro.
Yeah. It's the
Awesome.
3 gnolls.
But
We're all in
basically,
darkness
all
now?
the way to the wall,
Oh,
Yeah.
from the
So
wall to
I've
the
backed
wall.
myself
that whole
all the
space.
way up to the wall, so
Cool.
I could theoretically just feel along the wall.
yeah,
Yeah,
you know
so
where you know how to get to
Absolutely.
him.
Yeah. So everyone hears that, and then the wall is swallowed up in darkness.
Thank God, now I don't have to figure out if I
And then
can get in front of
as he
hedgerows
casts
or not.
darkness, he then just asides off to yell and goes, "Are you okay there, boy? Do you need any assistance?"
I got this.
Alrighty. And Brüz just sort of stands back there a bit, so he has his and I'll move because I can do that. He's just going to move back to the other side of the
Sure, if we all get in a
entry here,
circle along the wall there, just one gnoll at a time. It's a good idea.
And then he stops there, and it's all he is going to do. It's not much, but it'll have to do.
All right. Kyro, it's you.
So Eirys is no longer in danger of being shot full of arrows, so I'm going to disengage, and I'm going to go here.
Okay. You just sweep around, and you see the gnolls just kind of go, and they start thrashing around, and oh goodness, it's time to get out another like dice because we love those.
I'm the darkness.
The gnoll fails to hit his friend as he thrashes around wildly and with no hope in hell of hitting you. But yeah, you move out of the way into there.
They can't hit me anyway.
Yeah, I know.
I disengaged.
I know.
They can certainly try, though. Why not?
You make your way around. Is that all you're going to do with your turn?
I guess I could prepare an action, yeah. If any gnolls come in here, and I can assume I can tell them based on smell and sound and all that, I will
Well,
hit them.
the little space here, like, is in dim light. So it's only this space immediately here. That's in the darkness area. So as soon as they come into here,
Oh, well, then I'll just be able to see them.
Yeah, totally.
Cool. Yeah, so if a gnoll, sorry, not a gnome, a gnoll, if a gnoll comes in here, I will hit it with my attacks.
Okay. So, that's you. That's your held action. The gnolls. These guys are going to try running as best as they can. This one is going to run through the darkness. It doesn't know where it's going, so it'll go at half speed. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Doesn't quite.
You can see now.
Oh, cool. Thank you. That's
could
great.
Get to me. You could dash.
Yeah, I'll say it moves just within line of sight as it runs out of the darkness, so you can use your action to try and hit it.
Come in here.
Okay, well
That's okay.
It's
It
moved.
doesn't. That's alright.
Let me get the rest of the movement in first. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Completely blind. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. These guys with their long bows aren't willing to give up their position. I'm going to say Eirys is just about in the darkness. So all of these attacks on her are going to be made with disadvantage.
Yay!
Because there's a round of arrows coming in the direction they saw, just up to the moment where she disappeared into a magically manifested darkness.
The green line there is a little smaller than what the sphere should be.
Yeah,
my first attempt at drawing a circle.
Don't worry about it. I guess these guys are going to dash. 5, 10, sees you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so those gnolls have used their dash actions to move a little bit quicker. And these ones are going to do another volley. Holy crap. Okay, let's just do this one at a time. Oh, wow.
Oh, hey, those are in my range. I'm gonna get them.
Okay, sure. Go for it.
Keep rolling, of course.
Disadvantage is 17, which is 21 to hit you, Eirys.
Yep.
Okay, that one misses. That one misses.
How's a 15?
That one misses. 15 hits. 1, 2, 3,
Excellent.
4, 5. That one misses. That one misses. The Gnoll Pack Lord is going to fire twice. Misses.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
And 18.
Hits.
Okay, so you take 3.
I'm going to use Uncanny Dodge.
Okay, you take 8 points of piercing damage, halved to 4 because of Uncanny Dodge. So all of that volley comes through, and only 2 arrows actually find their mark. And for reasons, just because of your ultra quick reflexes, you're able to move your body so the damage is minimized. Ooh, what's going on? Is there an earthquake somewhere?
Huh? Oh no, I'm just moving around. Sorry.
No, no worries. Just quite loud on my
Never
mic.
move again.
Never mind.
Stay perfectly still.
What's the hit on the Gnoll? Sorry, what was the damage?
14 damage. Is
14. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, as it runs in, you thrash out with your
really?
blade, and yeah, totally.
Sick.
He's gone.
Okay.
He killed the marker.
Yes, he did.
Alas.
I will never learn. Cool.
Just have one off the map somewhere.
Yeah, that's a good,
Yeah,
that's a
good
good
idea.
one.
Anyway, so that's them.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Thank
Joril.
Okay, that.
There's magically manifested darkness all around you. You heard Brüz to yell to get towards him. What are you gonna do?
I'm making a little double-hooved horse over here
Okay.
with the idea of maybe it'll draw their fire away from people that don't want to be hit.
Okay.
Okay.
I drew it for you.
At the very least, it might distract them so that they'll waste arrows.
And all it's doing is trotting in place, mockingly.
Okay. Yeah. Totally. All right. I'm gonna go along with this. Yeah.
And while that's going on over there, I'm going to shimmy along the wall.
And then see a gnoll and then shimmy back.
And then see a gnoll and shimmy back.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, the gnolls along this ridge are looking down, and they're confused as to the 3 glowing orbs that emanate from the darkness and coalesce to form this strange light
Well, they're
beast.
just.
And they're just
Yeah,
looking
well,
at each
they're
other
all-
like, what the hell? Anyway,
Sorry.
Eirys, we're on you.
All right.
Yeah, we need to kill these 3 so that we can get into a good.
Am I able to just run straight across? I don't need any sort of navigational.
You remember that there's space there, maybe.
I'll say I'm going to give it to you. You just run through. That's fine.
Cool. Okay, and I'm gonna immediately engage with this guy.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
The big one.
Wow.
Okay, 24 with my rapier.
She's reckless today.
Okay. Yep. That hits.
Sneak attack. Oh, that rolled off, but that was a 2. Plus 4, so 6 with my rapier,
All right then.
and with my dagger. Oh, actually, well, that one can I? I'm glad I chose that one. 16 and 7.
Okay, that hits.
Thank you. Not good at mathing. That was a 3. Just a straight
Okay.
3, because no
Yep,
bonus.
yep. So yeah, by thrusting out with you do a similar maneuver to what you've done already today. You've thrust him with the rapier to get an in, and then hack across with the dagger as the wound is being punctured. Yeah, he's surprised to see you emanate from the darkness and just close the gap. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. It's Arthrin's turn. Arthrin just thrusts out with his hand and he puts his arm on Ella. Goes, oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna go over, and he lets go of you and he moves. And I'll say he'll move with half speed because he's careful. 5, 10, 15, 20.
And he's human. He super can't see in the dark.
25. Yeah. So, like, as he moves across Joril, you're vaguely aware of movement in front of you, and Arthrin kind of clumbers into the wall beside you, and just peeks his head out of the darkness. Ah! And as he sees that, he sees the Gnoll Pack Lord, and he's going to fire in. He hits with D8, 2d8 plus 3. 7. An arrow suddenly lodges itself into this creature's side, Eirys, and you glance and see that Arthrin's just standing outside the darkness with the bow in his hand. That'll be him. Ella.
Okay, I'll try and get where everyone else is going.
Okay.
Where Brüz said to go.
Remember, your movement is only 25 now because the long strider has moved off, worn off. Yeah, that'll do.
Fine.
Kyro should still have Blessing of the Trickster, though.
Oh yeah.
Just saying.
I mean, I could use it, but I don't need it
Oh,
at this
yeah.
particular
if
moment.
you are stealthing at any point.
Thank
Okay.
you. I will keep that in mind.
Ella, you kind of like just make in after Arthrin, and you use his wake of his movement to kind of guide your path and give you a bit more speed, or allow you to move at your regular speed, I should say. You find yourself immediately beside
Slightly
Pack
faster
Lord.
than you.
As you run through, you see Arthrin release an arrow, and it ledges itself into this creature's front. What are you going to do?
I am going to cast Toll the Dead on the...
Okay, wisdom save for him. It is a fail. So it's,
Ooh.
I believe, 2d12, isn't it?
That's good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's 2 because you are level 5.
He's wounded. 13 points of damage.
Whoa. Okay, yeah. There's a tremendous clanging, and there's a crack in the Gnoll's face over splitting apart one of his eyes, and blood starts pouring out between. He yelps. He's pretty unwell, but he's not quite there yet.
Not to worry.
All right. looks like we're coming to the end of this phase, and I think this session, because you played very well, but it's been quite long. Yell, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna swing my sword.
Yep.
You mean your willy, right?
Yeah, my magic willy.
Yeah.
17 to hit.
That does the job.
That's what she said.
Slashing flourish.
Oh yeah, I think I can see where this is going. Okay.
Oh, that's quite nice. So I'm still raging,
Mhm.
so that's 19 points of slashing damage to both of them.
Yep, you kind of just pick up your sword with both hands and swing it around, and they kind of stand still for a minute, and then their heads fall off both of them, and they collapse to the ground.
To be fair, that's 3 I've beheaded so far.
Yep.
There's just 2 ears straight there. We can just shove them in the bag.
Yep.
Getting surgical with your strikes.
Yep. I am precise while I rage. And then I'm going to use my movement to buddy up next to this guy.
All right.
He's going to die.
And that's it.
Brüz. You're concentrating
Alright,
on holding the darkness.
I recommend not using an entire.
Yes, so I've corrected the thin green circle is basically the
Sure.
space. So
Yeah.
Brüz will cast frostbite on the second Mr. Buttface here.
It's a fail.
So if fail, so gets 5 and a 4. Lovely. That's 9 cold nipple damage, and he's at disadvantage on his next attack, melee attack.
Brüz.
And Brüz is just going to move down to the end of the cave here, right down the very end, sort of back to the wall. He's going to flick up the hood on his cloak, and it changes to the color of the wall behind him, and he kind of just drops his hood and backs up.
I like
Okay.
you.
As Brüz, as the cold air, as the air around this Gnoll Pack Lord freezes and begins tearing into his skin, the body goes limp.
Oh, it's dead?
Yep. It's
Okay.
taken a lot of damage up to this point and collapses.
Very good.
As of that moment, what I'll say is at the end of Brüz's turn, as you pull up the cloak and it turns the same grey as the walls around, I'm going to suggest that we leave it here for now.
Dun dun dun.
We've been doing it. We've been playing quite hard for quite a while. You guys have killed an awful lot of gnolls, and you are beginning to uncover quite how many infest this cave system. But we should leave it for there. I think it's getting kind of late.
Sure.
Well
It's only
played.
9 a.m.
How many gnolls did we kill? And how
Sun's
much
come up.
points do we get?
You killed, and that was the last pack lord, wasn't it? You killed 23 regular gnolls and 4 pack lords.
Cool.
There's a pack
Jeepers.
lord down here.
Yeah,
Did you say 3 or 4? Which one?
4 pack
How many?
lords, 23 gnolls.
Alright. How much
So-
are they worth?
We'll figure that out in a bit. But anyway, I was going to finish recording. Thank you for
Wow.
watching. That was a pretty intense combat-heavy session.
Good morning,
Whoa.
everybody.
My bad.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And remember,
Thanks for
remember,
being here.
How many tons of rage have I used?
2.
point.
You've had 2 rages today.
No. I know I've used 2, but I have 10 turns of rage while I'm doing damage and getting hit.
I'd say it's been.
I think it's been under 5 rounds.
Important to keep track.
I think it's
Yeah.
been 3.
Yeah.
I'll let you have
Alright.
3.
7 out of 10 turns of rage.
Anyway, thank you for watching. May the force be with you. And is it Monday yet? Mwah. Farewell.
Bye-bye.
Dun, dun.
Darn, darn!
Adios.
Dun, dun, dun.